What's up, everybody? It is September 18th, and we are here for our official 4th episode, Shut My Mouth Wide Open podcast. Thank you for joining. Tonight, we want to hear from you. Please call in. We got a number, will be up. And if you're listening, whatever. Call in. You could even be a prank. You can be bashful, you know. You can hide behind whatever shield you need to hide behind. But why don't you give us a call?
Call me now for your free reading.
See what happens. We got Jackhead Kevin and Mikey T coming at you. I'm all up off the RB right now. You know the.
Oh yeah, that's the best flavor too, my man.
Watermelon rib.
Don't give them free sponsorship.
I know. We always end up doing it anyway, right? I was thinking back to a time.
Turn the damn music off.
Let's rock out, yo.
There's the number right
I got
below.
Arby's. I got a beef and cheddar.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, and there's the number, by the way. Call me now for your free reading. Can I say that?
Yeah.
That's dude. I guarantee you, she owns that or something. Somebody owns that somewhere.
It's like a Bruce Buffer situation where she's going to get her money. You know what I mean? You ever heard of that?
What?
Let's get ready to rumble. Bruce Buffer will get his money.
That's not Bruce Buffer. That's
the dad. Fuck.
Michael Buffer.
Michael Buffer.
His brother, not dad.
What? Man, I'm just all off on that.
Have you heard that story?
That's his brother?
Yeah, and his dad. Okay, so Bruce Buffer was like watching boxing with his dad and was like, "Who's that guy?" He's like, "I think that's your brother," or something. They were like, "He's from a previous marriage or something."
What?
And they like linked up.
They were like estranged?
Yeah, because Michael Buffer is way older than Bruce Buffer. It's from like a different marriage, and they like met later, and he's like, "I like what you do. I think I can do that too."
Wow.
And he had to, and there's a whole big story about him coming up with the "It's time."
Man, I'm gonna look into that because I do like the Buffers. They're awesome.
It's on UFC Fight Pass. Have you seen that? It's a show on UFC Fight Pass where they like animate part of it. Have you seen it? There's a Kimbo Slice episode.
Love it. Love that shit.
You know what show I'm talking about?
Yeah. I've seen a couple episodes. Haven't seen the one you're talking about.
There's a Kimbo Slice one, and there's one about the Diaz and what's his name?
And they fight in the hospital. That one's the best one.
Nate Diaz?
Is it Nate?
What's his
It's definitely the Diaz brothers, and
they
then
both
someone
fight,
else who's a little bit lesser known, but tough as nails. And they fight in the hospital, and the nurses, and they're already bloody. You know what I mean? So, and like I always am like, I can't do the UFC because once I was split open and in my corner, I could not go back out there. But let alone after the fight, completely broken, fighting in the hospital,
Full of IVs and shit.
full of IVs and shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But the one I'm talking about, like, there's a story about Michael Buffer's. God damn it! Now I've done it. Bruce Buffer's career.
It's tough
in that
because one of them used to be more prominent, and now you can't. They're neck and neck, and one of them's retired, Michael. But, but like, who's got the bigger legacy at this point? Probably Michael. Probably Michael.
I got something.
Okay.
Speaking of getting cut open, last night's boxing fights, I was informed today at work that there were some pretty nasty cuts. And this, are we allowed to show graphic shit?
Not in the boxing fights. It was the MMA last night, right?
Yeah, where the forehead is split open.
Because Canelo fought last night, too.
It was Gregory Rodriguez's cut was the worst one. Are we allowed to show this shit?
Man, it's
probably not.
If it's the one that I've seen, it is bad.
Yeah, I know which one you've seen. Yeah,
I'll keep it on the little screen, maybe the little thumbnail.
I don't want to even play with it.
Yeah.
It's bloody.
It was probably
this man. Well, there was 2 gashes. One of them was a complete like fold. You know the classic fold over. The other one was a knee that he caught here, and it just smushed him in so hard that it was like smushed. It wasn't cut. It was smushed.
Mush.
It looked like David's the stone that hit Goliath. Does this always come up?
Does this always?
But that really sat with me too, Mike. That stone hitting Goliath, man.
But no, his forehead really was completely open. I feel like you could see the bone and everything.
Yeah. Jesse was saying you could see tendons and stuff, and I was like thinking to myself, I was like, are there tendons there in your forehead?
I guess for all this.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Vascular stuff. Some vasculars in there.
Vascular, it's like blood vessels and stuff.
But isn't that where you're supposed to headbutt, or is that like right?
No, with your head, you want to use this part on their nose, really soft.
So you hit that part on their soft part.
Yes.
That's 100%.
You're trying to break their nose with your forehead.
That's a good move.
Yeah, if they're in your face, it works really good.
Miss Cleo died of colorectal cancer. So eat your broccoli.
Oh, wait. Let me say something really hacky. Are you going to press the button?
You do it.
She should have seen that coming with her premonitions, right?
I mean, right? Come on now.
You got
Sorry.
Call me now for your
You You had to say it again. I like it.
Reminds me of, remember the Tom Green show, guys?
Yeah, dude. I remember it went away for its like break and then never came back, and it was like before the internet, so I was like couldn't like look up where it went.
Yeah, exactly. That was one of the big first shows I remember loving. But I remember
too.
there was a bit where he went to a psychic, and of course he's like, who are you? What's your name? He's like, you tell me. I always remember that.
Remember they kept sharing his testicular cancer journey on that because he got testicular cancer when that show was popular, and then I think they did like a whole side special of him getting surgery for it, and they just showed the surgery.
Yeah, I remember that. I do.
I remember like staying up late and like watching that.
And he has it in a
school the
jar, I
next day.
believe. He has it in a jar and everything or something.
That's some real life documenting.
Was that the show where Andrew WK came out with the chainsaw and they were like, you didn't say you were going to do that?
And he gets mad. Yeah.
And he cuts through the desk and like almost hits like some electrical shit. And he's like, you would have died if you hit that.
Wow.
I remember.
And Andrew WK like was like he goes AWK into the
I
desk
remember
and
that.
shit.
Because he's like,
Is
this
it
is the Tom Green.
show,
I'm
though?
going to out crazy him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and watch it and I'd be wrong about what show that is.
I'll look it up, but I remember that, but I don't know if it's from the Tom Green show.
That was Prime Entertainment.
Yeah, Andrew WK, they were like visibly mad. It probably, I'm feeling it wasn't Tom Green. I can't see Tom Green acting the way I remember.
I think it was. I think you're totally right.
I'm thinking like this might be the only late night show I watched at the time. Maybe Conan.
Yeah.
I watched Conan. Started watching Conan when I was like 12.
And it was like not your average late night show. It had the desk and everything.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
damn. And his people on the street stuff was amazing.
Yeah, he was really good at that. He crawled through the tubing. Remember that people at the tubing and he crawled through the tubing?
No.
Is this Andrew WK?
It was on the right show, but it says when guest.
That's it.
It looks like that. The party guy?
It looks a little different than I remember,
Really?
yeah.
But there's a carving in the desk right there, right?
Yeah, do you see that?
Oh, he wrote Tom. I thought he put AWK.
He comes out strong, it looks like, and just does it, and then...
Play it. Just play it. Play the part when he comes out.
Yeah, I feel like this is a different set or something.
Wait, it looks like...
I don't know, this isn't.
Can we hear it?
Oh, my bad. Is that Andrew WK or is that someone else?
That's him.
He's barely skimming it in his defense.
It's still ruining the desk. But here's where he cuts through the corner or something.
He leaves the chainsaw...
In the desk, maybe?
He like... No, it's out, I think.
Wait. Is that Andrew WK? This is, isn't this... There's a band where the guy does a chainsaw solo.
That's Andrew WK.
I think it is Andrew WK, but
Okay.
he just dyed his hair in those later years.
Gotcha. I didn't remember him being so light-haired. Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember his hair was really light at one point because he would put blood all in it, and his hair would get all bloody. Remember?
He was cool. The music had a moment.
It was fun.
Yeah. Party hard. Party hard.
Hang on, we gotta find
Maybe
out.
we shouldn't play more of this stuff, right? Because we've gotten in trouble before, right?
Jesse
Yeah,
James
possibly.
Dupree.
Hang
Hang on now. I'm gonna just debunk it one more time.
Is it not him?
It's Jesse James Dupree, not Andrew WK. But they sound a lot.
Well, who
same.
the hell is that?
I don't know.
What
Wait.
band was he in?
See, that's this guy. I don't know.
Jackal. He's the Jackal guy. And yeah, exactly. Because they have he fancies himself like a chainsaw player. He has a chainsaw solo.
Totally mixed up who that was. I just remembered them cutting into the desk.
But here's how I know that. If you go to Cowboy Coast, right above where we DJ, there's Jackal. It says Jackal right in the ceiling beams because he did the same shit there. He put Jackal there.
What if you drop that on your crowd?
Oh my god!
Because that's just what they do. When they go places, he carves his shit like wherever he wants.
He probably makes those bears and
Man,
those
I
eagles.
thought it was Andrew WK. I sound like a fool.
I couldn't let him carry on.
I like
that.
Andrew WK better, man. Party hard.
Da-na-na-na-na.
He punched himself in the face for his album cover, right?
He punched himself in the face like at every show.
Oh, okay.
He would be bleeding
That
all
was his
over the
thing.
place.
We can't play his shit. No. Who's gonna get
we
us?
should
Party hard.
we should get him at Cowboy Coast.
That would be great.
Hit him up. What's he doing now?
Who knows?
Probably nothing.
I know he had another hit, but all I can remember is Party Hard.
He had Time to Party, Party Hard.
Party fuck.
Hang on. How many party songs?
Party Hard sounded weirdly like a Christmas song to me too. Had this weird Christmas.
It had some
rock
bells.
vibe.
Sounding,
Yeah.
But when did that come out? How old were we?
Maybe Christmas time.
Are you guys ready?
It's time to party.
Every Andrew WK song has party in the title.
It's
1,
awesome.
party hard. 2, it's
my
time to party.
God.
3, party till you puke. 4, party, party, party.
Shout out whoever made this playlist.
5, long
do it.
live the party. 6, we party. 7, big
read them
party.
all.
8, the party god. And 9, party on your grave.
All right. Who shout them out, Mike? Who made the playlist?
A shout out to Doc Zoid on Spotify.
11
Thank
likes,
you.
maybe about to get 12.
First song that involved partying was in 2013. The last song that involved partying was 2014.
The partying analytics are amazing.
Never mind. That's the date added. I cannot account for the release dates.
Man, get
Cannot
outta here.
account for
That's
the release
awesome,
dates. Let's move on to Big Body Bess. Do you know who he is?
No.
Jesus.
He's like a Albanian. Sorry. He's like Action Bronson's like quote unquote cousin. It's not real. I think he just uses him for features on his album because he's got a really good Brooklyn voice. Talking about doing the best skits.
Wait, who'd you say?
Big Body Bez.
That is their
I know that,
thing.
but who'd you just say before that?
Action Bronson's buddy.
And he's got a big Brooklyn voice as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
He kind of sounds like Ghostface Killer.
I was just about to say that because it's so true. It's so true, man. It's so true.
I
He
wouldn't
sounds
lie
just
to you,
like him.
Kevin. I wouldn't lie to you.
Yeah, it's just so true.
I used to like Ghostface a lot when I was in high school.
He's
I
got
had
a good
couple
voice.
albums.
It's hard not
Yes.
to like that voice.
He just was like, he was really refreshing to come in on a Wu-Tang Clan song because he sounded so unique.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh, I know this guy. I've seen him on a couple podcasts.
Who is he?
Okay, gotcha.
Big Body Bez.
Oh, that's still him? Okay,
His name's
sorry.
Besnik Sadjikat.
So what
Where's
made
he
you think
from?
about this guy? Yeah.
He does the Ancient Alien. What I think I was watching the Ancient Aliens Action Bronson thing where they sit on a green screen and this dude just causes problems. It's really funny. He was like
Where's he from?
Albania.
That's what I thought you were going to say.
Action Bronson has gotten some of the most bullshit shows ever, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's not entertaining, but when
I'm not saying it's kind of entertaining, but I'm saying they're bullshit shows. It's crazy. Like,
I don't like
him
watching.
watching Ancient Aliens. It's wild.
and just dabbing out of like $20,000 rigs the whole time, and then
Does he
he'll-
really $20,000 rings?
he has them. He's like contrabassos and shit.
Who's that other hip hop artist that always posts his heady rigs? He has Cookie Monsters and shit. He's got a Hoobs shoe.
He like low on the low showed those off.
Who is that?
was it? I don't remember.
I want to say it was Khalid or whatever, but that isn't
Oh,
right.
wow.
That's not right, I don't think.
I don't know.
But there was some other on TikTok. There was like a sound. It was like "show something you collect" or something, and it was like a pretty famous hip hop artist that
I wonder how prominent that is. Yeah.
he
Probably
was
not
like,
very.
he was showing all his heady glass, and it was from very good artists.
What are those poly plastic skull guys?
Pops figurines.
Not pops. They're like this other thing that like look like graffiti.
Among Us.
Graffiti plastic figure. That's not gonna come up. It's like KM
vinyl figure, because those are like that's like a big distinction in the collectible world. But are they puffy like a Pops?
these, but they're not toys.
What is that?
Yeah, I have not
People
seen this. Not
collect the
familiar.
shit out of this shit, and I don't like it. Where is what is
Mike,
it
we've
called?
talked about this. You can't make fun of anybody for collecting anything.
I know, but it's cause. That's what it is. Cause.
This is like a real life NFT or some shit. Just just cool art,
That
cool
market is
futuristic
trash,
art.
dude. That game of hot potato of NFTs seems to be coming to an end.
So whoever has it, the potato now has the potato.
Their hands are burnt to
Yeah.
shit, dude. What is that? That was kind of cool looking. Go up.
All these different.
That's kind of cool looking. I like that.
Very dead mousey.
It's crazy how much these toys go for.
I don't like something that's limited by the fact that they just pressed make one on the machine as opposed to make 15.
yeah.
That's so fucking annoying.
Handmade, yeah. You know what I mean? That's a different story.
Exactly. Like people are like, we're doing limited runs of this thing. I'm like, why?
Limited edition.
And it's just like, we just pressed, when we typed the number in the machine of how many we want them to make, we made a lower number.
I like this one.
Because
Sexy
Jack,
robot.
It's like some Ex Machina shit.
Because Jack, when
Sexy
you're
robot.
making glass, that's all handmade. There's no pressing any numbers or nothing like
No,
that. If
make
you want to
one.
make 9, you got to make 9. You know, right? And they got to be similar looking.
Yeah, my buddy who makes cups, he says if somebody orders 6 cups in a session, he'll make 9 cups. And then 6 of them should be pretty exactly the
Gotcha,
same. And then the other
gotcha.
3 he'll sell as one-offs.
Nice. Very good. Very smart, too.
Yeah.
I think we could all use some more cups in our life.
Yeah.
That's like one of the hardest things to do when you're making glasses, make everything the same size. Challenge.
How many cups do you think you have in your house?
That's a good question. I just broke 2 cups in one dishwasher pool the other day. The dishwasher thing was like,
What the heck?
It was kind of hung up, and I was like, ah!
Oh, my God.
And it broke 2 cups. Mike left us with the question, how many cups do we have in our house?
I'm thinking 25.
That's so fucking many. It's too many.
That's too many.
There's 2 people in this house.
Are we counting mugs? And yeah, probably like 25.
The other day, I was looking at my cabinet, and I don't drink coffee. Mm-hmm. And we had like 9 mugs. And I was like, Samantha doesn't need 9 mugs.
I'm thinking the same thing, too. But it's like, you can't throw out these mugs. I don't know.
I always said if I lived alone, I would try to do the old 1 plate, 1 cup, 1 fork, 1 knife, 1 spoon situation.
Clean it, you know? Just clean that shit.
Yeah, but then what if you have a guest? Mm-hmm. They get plastic.
Yeah.
They get the Chinette.
They get the good stuff, too.
The real Chinette, like that stuff like on the commercial where they hold it with one hand and it's loaded with stuff and it doesn't bend in half.
Yeah.
Let's
There's
talk
some
about commercials.
There's some good plates like that out there.
Chinette, man. You can't
And I would know because I just, I don't know if the viewers know this, but I had no well and no water for a while. So we had no water in the stew, but we managed. So, you know, I was doing a lot of Chinette. I was doing a lot of, what is it?
Solo.
A lot of Solo cups. Because, you know, you can't really wash dishes like that.
I've been really composting stuff like that lately, too. Like Chipotle bowls. You know the bowls at Chipotle?
Uh-huh. Oh, they're composted? Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's like cardboard or whatever. And then I got like some to-go boxes at some restaurant the other day. Compost some bitches.
Yeah, you know the Nature's Promise disposable plates? They're compostable, too. Am I saying that right?
Compostable?
Yeah.
I don't know. Think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, compostable.
So you can you can throw that plate out in the yard.
Is it a plasticky feel or a cardboardy feel?
It's more of a cardboardy feel.
Okay, yeah, those are the ones you really want. Some of those ones that are plastic are compostable too, but that's like years. Mm-hmm. They're like soy based or something. But that's cool though. I'd be composting like crazy.
You gotta compost if you want to get the most.
Just food scraps, yard clippings, piss, bong water.
Bong water.
I
Is there
stir
a
it up.
use for bong water? Wow, we found it.
And then I just stir it up, and then if the dog digs a hole in the yard, I fill it up with some compost, and then the grass overtakes it really quick.
Oh, cool.
Or I fill up my pots with it. What are you looking at, Mike? What are you seeing?
the perfect fucking scenario here.
Yeah. Is one of the layers mycelium there?
No.
Because it starts growing this white stuff in between the layers.
It shows the white layer, but it's not pointing to it.
Yeah,
Superphosphate.
It's got to be pointing to that white layer.
It is saying
superphosphate.
superphosphate.
The viewers
Oh,
want the
that-
scoop on good soul.
That's
This
pretty
is
much-
it right here, y'all.
This is if you're just starting a cubic yard, right? Is that what they want?
Yeah.
Yeah. I started all organically.
3 by 6 feet tall, 6 by 8 feet
A
wide.
cubic yard is like the minimum size. 3 by
My
3.
God, that's too many.
It doesn't take much to fill that up if you just cut your grass and rake it up once and then start throwing some fucking egg cartons in there. And
I got to do that because where they dug the well and everything, I need grass. So maybe I need to compost a little bit, sprinkle the compost on the dirt, get that grass going.
your
You
best
just
bet
need
out
a-
here is sod. It's going to cost a lot of money, though.
Just get some lawn starter.
I'm not even worried about it, though.
Yeah, that lawn
Maybe
starter,
one day.
I got patchy, like where my dog dug holes. I filled them all in with dirt, then bought patch filler. Took off like crazy. I had to water it every day, but it took off really good.
Give it a couple years. Put down that lawn with fertilizer. We can talk house.
There's
Hey,
Hey,
no-
this is very
there's no-
dad of
There's
us
no
right now.
sun out there, dude.
ain't no sun out there.
Yeah.
You have
Yep.
a sandy lot.
It's really hard.
It's sandy.
It's sandy and there's no sun. It's going to be really hard to get it going out there.
It's so sandy.
There's a low light grass, but yeah, it's expensive. It's expensive. I got a beer to try. It's a crazy one. No one's gonna like it. Can't wait.
Was that
Is
an
it
out of
minty or
order?
something?
Am I seeing that
Or
right?
not
almondy
minty.
or some shit?
No, it ain't almondy.
Cinnamony.
Show me that again, Mike. Had you small.
Gonna have to look up the exact flavors, but it's
They're not going to be able to see that, dude. It's the...
pass it on to this camera.
What's his name? What's this thing's
Oh,
name?
that was good.
Werewolf of London. No, what's this thing?
Warren Zevon. Warren Zevon.
No, what is this thing called? It's,
Full moons, am I right?
no, the classic
Out of order.
monster.
The werewolf.
Just
Wolf
the werewolf.
man.
Wolfman. There we go.
Wolf man.
He wasn't really a werewolf because werewolves go like.
It says he's drinking a silver bullet.
Oh my god, a Coors? What the fuck?
Wow.
I didn't even make that connection until you said that.
Yeah, what
Holy
the fuck?
shizzle. Let me look up what's in that real quick.
I always felt like Coors was the worst beer ever. I don't know why.
I agree with that.
I agree.
Just didn't taste good to me.
Coors Light sucks. I'll drink a yellow jacket though because it just feels right.
What's that mean?
That's Coors Heavy banquet
Oh,
beer.
okay. The banquet
Just
beer.
it just feels right.
Is that guy with the mustache saying that? The banquet beer. Is that the guy who does like the truck commercials now? And also he narrates the Big Lebowski?
Yeah, I was saying no, not him.
Is it? It's got to be.
I saw some ladies on the beach the other day trying to sprinkle their friends' ashes and straight up Big Lebowski themselves.
What?
It was bad too. The whole thing. They went to throw the whole thing. It was like a bunch of ashes.
God.
All over them.
And
all
they
back
didn't-
on the beach.
They didn't even do like a or nothing like
Dude,
that.
it was bad. I bet they tasted that shit.
Ooh.
Okay. At my work, I make occasionally we make
Real quick though, did you pretend not to see it, or were you in? Like, how
This
did
was
you
on
see
TikTok.
this? Oh my bad. I thought you were there, man.
or it could have been on TikTok, it could have been a reel. It could have been, you know how everything looks the same.
Oh yeah, exactly. My bad. Go on.
But at my work, we make beads every once in a while with ashes in them. It could be a pet, it could be a loved one. But
Could be your dead dog. Could be your
people always
grandma.
send us like a huge vial of ashes, and we only need like the tiniest bit.
You just throw that shit out.
No, well, there's an option to send it back, but they have to pay shipping, or they say sprinkle somewhere. But yeah, when we sprinkle it somewhere, we have to keep them.
That's weird.
We have to keep them around for like a year, just in case something goes wrong and we can remake it. But after a year, I have like this huge. We had this huge box of all these things, and I just took them all and put them all in one big
Oh
thing.
my God.
Shook it up and gave it to my boss, and she sprinkled them in the lake by our house.
And they're all mixed up.
Yeah, and I was like, and there's like huge bone. There's huge bone fragments in this stuff too. So I'm like, if there's ever like a murder or something by your house,
Wow.
and they have to dredge that lake, they're gonna find all these bone fragments and be like, wow, this person's been on a crazy killing spree.
Yeah, I
What are you
wonder if
shaking
that
your head
ever
like that for?
happens.
I'm traumatized. They're
yeah.
storing bodily
Dude, some of
fucking-
the ashes are like burnt black. Some of them are white. Some of them have huge bone chunks. Some of them are like really nice. I'm like, man, I want to go to this place. Whoever did this place did a really good job.
Oh, yeah.
Whoever did this really overcooked this
Nice and
motherfucker.
fine. Nice and fine.
But then they're like, oh, that's a dog. So there might have been hair in it.
Well, people brought in our tattoo shop ash too, and I seen some chunks in there. I'm like, what is that? The bone piece?
It is bones. Yeah, I have to filter it through a little filter when I.
Golly. All right, check this out. It's want to hear what's in this? As you drink it, I will read it to you.
Okay.
Whoa, this table's got some traction on it.
No, not traction.
Yeah, I would say it's very
You
slick.
could play slide paddleboard on this thing. All right.
We should play quarters on this fucking college.
That was the best game ever.
Dude, people didn't want to sit next to me. I was so good at that. Like, bing, bing.
That's nice. Yeah, I forgot who was good at it, but yeah, now that
We
you
played
mentioned
this-
it, you were very good at
We
it.
played the speed quarters one where you'd pass it back and forth, but if you made it on the first try, you could go right. Remember?
That's the best. That's what I'm talking about. That's the best game. That's the best game. Speed quarters. Go on, Mike. Tell me what's in it. Sorry.
Lactose sour base conditioned on banana, marshmallow, cookie dough, cappuccino,
Whoa!
and pastry cream.
Cappuccino totally ruins it.
It's wild. I'm only drinking this small pour because there's a little bit. No. Usually a beer sounds sloshy, but this is. Let me see if I can.
It held up perfectly though. It tastes just like it used to.
She thick.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Didn't we just have something else from the same drop that tasted horrible?
I think so. Kinda
What
like
determines
this.
that? What makes them go bad at different rates? I don't want any more.
Yeah, it's not the best. The
I'm gonna do a
cappuccino's
rinse if
weird.
you want. Instantly gives me bad breath.
Do you remember when you first started drinking coffee, like and ordering at places? Do you know what did you order?
Can you handle it? Ooh. Can you handle it? What's that?
What did you used to order when you like first started drinking coffee and you'd go to like a coffee place?
I think I've always just been black coffee guy just because it was easy and it was kind of intimidating to really get into what I liked. So I was just like, I'm just going to order the black coffee because that's kind of cool. And I ended up kind of liking it anyway and appreciating it.
I started liking black coffee straight out of necessity and laziness. Mm-hmm. Because like,
Kinda that
like you
too.
order the coffee and everyone goes over to that little table and they're pouring shit in and stirring
yeah.
shit. And I'm like, I'm in my car driving away.
Exactly. And it does taste pretty good once you really get to appreciate it. It's kind of it got its own sweetness to it and everything.
I had a buddy that worked at a pretty cool coffee shop one time, and I would just go there and get whichever one they had like featured or whatever, and they would all taste really different when you just get them by themselves. But that was like
that is true, and you can't really notice it with all the other shit in it.
right.
Yeah.
I would get an Americano every time though, which is just like a watered
What is that
down-
again?
A watered down espresso.
Gotcha. Chris D'Elia always talks about that.
Americanos?
Yeah, he loves an iced
That's what
Americano.
that's what I always order when I go to
Or I think he says 5 shots over ice, which he says is basically the same thing.
Yeah, because it melts the Yeah, you're right.
Mike,
Every once in a while you just go crazy and get it at an espresso. Just get it-
all right?
He's okay.
That sounded bad, man.
Do you ever feel crazy and just get an espresso?
Yeah, I think so.
The first time I ever did that, I was in Italy, actually.
Oh, that's
And I
cool.
was like 16, and everyone was drinking it. All these old men were drinking these little coffee mugs at the bar, and it was nighttime, and I was like, I want to try that.
Okay, cool.
And I got one of those motherfuckers at the hotel bar
that sounds like an awesome little story. Yeah.
at like, and my heart was racing. I was like 16,
Fluttering.
and I was like up all night in the hotel room, like playing like, I don't know if I was playing Game Boy or if I had like I think it was when I was
So
like,
you were 16.
yeah.
That's awesome.
And I had like an iPod or something. I was just playing a game on my iPod or something the whole night or something like that.
And that must have been a great high at 16. That Italy espresso.
Yeah. Well, we drank a little too.
That's some gourmet shit, ain't it?
It was fun. What is that? Which one's that from?
Pulp Fiction.
Oh, it is good coffee. You,
You don't have to tell
me.
Yeah.
That's right. You have to
He
tell.
says that's some gourmet
I
shit.
know it's good because my wife buys the good shit.
Yeah.
That's probably his best line in one of his movies.
Oh yeah. You don't.
Definitely, right?
He's good in that.
He's
one.
really good in that. He plays that character amazingly.
What's his wife's name? He says her name a bunch of times.
Yeah.
It's Sharon, Karen,
Dolores or
Cheryl.
something.
I should know it. We'll look that up too.
That's a movie I haven't watched in a while.
I could always watch that like once a year at least. Maybe
Yeah.
more, but
Me and Mike were
definitely once a
talking.
year.
Oh, sorry. Me and Mike were talking recently about how we were waiting for a snowfall. Watch Hateful Eight.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's a rough one. That can be
That's
rough.
my favorite 5-hour
Yeah.
version, baby.
Yeah, wow. 5 hour. How long was the first cut?
Probably 3.
Wow.
But there's a 5-hour version on Netflix, and it's broken down into 5 episodes. So it's kind of like a 5-episode miniseries, more
That's
like.
cool.
Because it stops and ends in nice little beats, and you
Mm-hmm.
can pick it up and left it off.
So good.
But me and Samantha sat and watched it all in one sitting.
Wow.
We thought we would go
It's
watch part of it, but it was really compelling.
some people don't like to hear people talk, but that is a period piece, locked room mystery masterpiece.
Yeah, and they spent a lot more time out of the locked room in the extended one because the first part's way longer when they're in the snow.
Yeah.
I gotta rewatch
Yeah,
that
it's
one.
way longer and it's already long in the regular one. But I gotta circle back to close the loop, as they say. Bonnie, because the Bonnie situation. The Bonnie situation.
Yep.
Bonnie's gonna be home from work at 4:00.
It's
Early in
called
the
the Bonnie situation.
Yeah.
in the morning. She comes home early. She's gonna be home at 9 a.m. from a night shift, night nurse. You're gonna be the fuck out of here. I'm not getting divorced, Jules.
And that was quite the
Like a
fucking.
fucking divorce.
That was quite.
yeah.
That was quite the mess too.
yeah.
What was
Don't Jimmy me, Jules.
what was his name? What was the kid's name? Whose head's all over the back seat? I don't remember anybody's name.
It's Phil Lamar. That's the actor. It's Phil Lamar.
I don't remember anybody's name in this movie.
You know Phil Lamar?
No, is he in Spaceballs?
He's a voice actor for Futurama,
He is.
and he was on Mad TV.
Oh yes.
Phil Lamar. That's that guy. That's the actor.
Marvin got his head shot off.
Marvin.
All right, this next beer is a Dewey Reviewy.
Yay.
Hell yeah.
Pass
That's
it off to my
favorite
man.
Right there.
And it's these two
This one is
fruits
good.
are staple sour fruits. Like when I first was drinking sours, I was like, why has everything got raspberry and boysenberry in it?
Yeah, you're right, man.
Tell them what it is. Sorry.
Raspberry, boysenberry, and that's all it says. But a lot of times double raspberry, boysenberry. So double ras, single boys.
Single boys line up outside because we got a little kissing booth right in here. What the Just kidding.
Hey, Sundays are for the boys.
Aren't
in
they?
Barry.
Aren't they, though?
Did you have any sessions today, Kev?
No, I just had that.
yeah.
As you can see on my shirt here, I just had a nice Festival Hispano. Sorry.
Did you see me yesterday?
I did. That was awesome.
That was pretty funny, right?
Yeah, we had a couple radio gigs this weekend. It was a busy radio weekend.
Yeah, I rolled up on them. They were in Berlin. It was a children's event, though, so I didn't walk up there.
We had to play just the cheesiest stuff, but it was fun.
If you
Oh, yeah, this is
like to talk to potatoes.
Banger right there, man.
You like this beer?
No, I'm talking about Veggie Tales.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about
How it's
Veggie Tales.
reacting.
This is more like a Fruity Tales right here.
I
saw
saw
this-
straight lava.
I saw this thing one time. It was like, who's going to tell VeggieTales that tomato's a fruit and a cucumber's a gourd?
That's
And all this
hilarious.
shit. But then this
'Cause
other
it's
lady replied was like, well, nothing's a fruit or nothing's a vegetable. She was like, a potato is like a root thing. And then-
Flowers, and it's everything flowers, right? A tomato is a nightshade, apparently, I learned this year.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Apparently, all I know is I learned something this year growing tomatoes. They react to a bright moon. So maybe that has something to do with being a nightshade.
Isn't nightshade like some sort of like poison or something? Or is that from like a video game?
You're thinking of Milk of the Poppy. No, I'm just kidding.
Nightshade.
No, nightshade was a poison. It's like an apothecary's like RuneScape thing from medieval times. You go to get a thing from RuneScape, you go get the guy to do the mission, you go kill the guy.
With the nightshade.
The nightshade.
Isn't that a Marvel superhero or something?
Nightshade. Let's see all the things that are nightshade. Is Lily of the Valley a nightshade? I bet your bottom dollar it is. Tomatoes, eggplants, potatoes, and peppers.
So what was I saying about vegetables? I can't remember. The lady was just like, nothing's a vegetable. And she named all the different vegetables and what they really were. It's like, that's a gourd.
What do you mean nothing's a vegetable? Though?
Like a vegetable is a weird classification of plant. Like
Gotcha.
not even plant, of food.
Gotcha. It's just like vegetation, right? Right.
You nailed it.
Okay, cool.
I think
cool.
you basically nailed it.
It's so broad, but
Yeah.
people think it's more narrow. You know.
Because they're like, tomatoes a fruit, not a vegetable.
Gotcha. It's everything's vegetation.
Damn, conservation scale? I don't know about this.
What is it?
It's a scale that they use for all plants to kind of show the conservation status. So if you get me big, Kevin,
Oh.
I know how you like to get me big.
There you go.
Fluff them up.
We got conservation status from extinct to least concern, EX to LC. The nightshade is of least concern. It's not going anywhere.
Is that the one that hangs like a bell?
Yeah, look how beautiful.
Getting that deep dive on the plants.
It's
man.
right up here. You pick one off.
Do I got a point too? Oh, God,
You eat
that's
it?
tough, yo.
Dead, son.
There's some crazy poisonous plant growing outside my work in Berlin.
Do you have the picture that you can like hold up to the thing? Because it is just gnarly looking. Like he sent it to me and I was like, that plant looks evil. And he's like, it is evil. There was all these people taking pictures of it.
There's
and
this
then,
dude taking a picture of it. And I was like, that plant looks evil, doesn't it? And he's like, you know what it is? I was like, yeah. I don't know what it is, but I know it's poisonous. And the guy's like, yeah, man, my friend got it and some of this in him, and he went all wacky. That's what he told me. Went all wacky.
What?
my friend got
I'm
into this
intrigued.
and went all wacky.
I'm
And I was like,
intrigued.
that's crazy. Let me see if I can find this picture.
Imagine
of
being
it.
the first men who are just like, okay,
or
all
women.
this stuff's growing. We're going to eat it. We're going to smoke it. We're going to play with it. We're going to rub it. We're going to find out what these plants do. Oh, he's dead. Oh, he's high. Oh, he's itchy as fuck. You know what I mean?
Rub it.
He's loving the taste.
Oh, he just smoked. We smoked this stuff and it makes us feel good, but he just smoked that stuff and like foamed at the mouth and died because his trachea closed. You know what I mean? You don't.
Poor little bitch.
Just crazy.
What's behind door number 3?
Or imagine finding a peach tree and you're deathly allergic to the fuzz and you go to take a bite and you just die.
That's
like-
from that movie I like.
Yeah, the peach allergy thing really got in my head after watching Parasite.
Yeah, and imagine being in a world where plants are killing people left and right, and then the prickly one is like a sweet pineapple, and you're like, oh, damn. I'm glad I got into the middle of that. You know what I
Imagine
mean?
a planet. That's us. That's,
That's
Earth,
us.
people. That's a pineapple. That exists.
There's the evil plant.
Show that camera because you will
They
see.
can't see it.
No, you can. Look at it.
And okay, tell me more about
It
this
just looks-
situation. You found it, and some guy told you that a
It's got
friend
some sort of
touched it,
neurotoxin.
and his friend got wacky
Yeah.
from just touching it.
It looks
I
like
think he
a
had to eat it.
ragweed.
He ate it.
Weed, toxic.
Yeah, like the plant, the leaf structure looks like a
It's things I'm talking about. Weed.
toxic weed. Oh.
What is it?
This kind of resembles the sharpness of the leaf, the rigidness of it. This giant toxic weed can burn you and blind you, it says.
Noxious weeds, shattercane, Johnson grass.
Johnson grass.
I'm just looking up Maryland. Okay, I think is it a thistle of some sort?
Yeah, it's a thistle, just like Salad Fingers rubbed on himself. No, that was nettles.
It's not a thistle. That's okay.
Yeah,
It's a dangerous, scary plant that'll neurotoxin your ass.
you know it has
And
neurotoxins.
this beer is pretty good, by the way. It's sour, but it's good.
Yeah, I like it.
It's smoothie, you know? Smoothie quality.
I'm going to give up on the plant thing.
Yeah, give up.
All right, it's time for a new segment. It's called Lost and Found.
Hey.
I got something in my pocket. Someone left it in my car. There's no one that's here right now. But it's Mark's thing he left in my car. Let's talk about the uses for this thing.
This thing is awesome.
Is that a weapon?
Yes.
Yeah. Could it be?
It
Or
is
is it a COVID door opener? That's what he told me it was. A button pusher? Hey, check it out. Maybe we can...
No, it's for pushing elevator buttons.
Yeah. You can't slide your phone with it. But you can pass it off to Jack for the better camera angle.
Put this fucking thing in your fucking hand like this. And bash somebody in the head. Oh, wait, maybe even...
Yeah. Don't you got to flip that around?
You'd cut him.
What?
Don't you brass knuckle-fy it?
You'd be cut.
Yeah, you brass knuckle it, but you
There
don't put
you
these
go.
on the outside.
I was just thinking maybe you could brass knuckle it a little
Is that-
bit. But no, you
does
can't
that
really
feel
hit
right?
someone like that. Yeah.
You want to hold that, I think. Mm-hmm. And let them eat this one and that one. Because I think if you put this like this and you punch somebody, you're going to break your fucking fingers.
Yeah, it makes you punch with bad mechanics if you did that. That would hurt.
All right. I got the brass knuckles
Yeah.
legality map for all you bikers out there here for Bike Week.
But how are you supposed to hold brass knuckles?
Oh, yeah, I
He
forgot
really
to tell
kinda
y'all,
scared me.
it's not Bike Week. It's Mike Week. Shout out to Michael Toll, y'all. Shout out to Michael Toll.
I fucking
it's
did
Mike
it.
Week this week.
I fucking did it.
He did it.
I did that. Gas prices are what? They're low, aren't they? You're welcome. I made a call. Got the fucking thing done.
Like
You
every
can take
Mike
those
Week.
fucking stickers off the gas pumps now.
Oh, my God.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No,
Let-
put the mic stickers up to say, I did that.
I did that.
You know.
Me. Like the bowling guy. You know, love to talk about the bowling guy. So, red's illegal. Yellow is permit. I don't have a permit. And I have a pair of those at the hotel I'm renting.
Okay, so red's illegal. Maryland is what? Orange?
Yeah, we're in the orange. We're in the with permit
You have to have a permit to have brass knuckles?
in Maryland.
Let's all get brass knuckle
You know,
permits.
in
It'd be
most states
fun.
they're
That'd be
illegal,
fun.
it looks
We
like.
live in this weird fucking state, man.
Let's get brass knuckle permits,
You
guys.
can't have them in New York. You know how many people do, though?
That'd be a fun activity.
Plenty, I'm sure.
Then we'll get some really nice brass knuckles. Be the brass knuckle boys.
The BB boys? No, that's not how that would go.
BK boys.
BK boys. Now, see, that thing would gash you and smash you on that edge.
And then if you cut somebody and you're like, and you put your thumb right here and you go,
The hammer fists.
hammer fist you.
Hammer fist. Let's look it up. How to deliver solid hammer fists.
Damn, this is gonna be hilarious. Oh my
I'm not going
God.
to turn the audio on.
That's fine. This is just some bullshit content,
Shit.
Show me the hammer fist, man.
dude.
Get
the
this guy
hammer
out of here.
fist.
Here he comes.
Him.
Oh! I love how he's like talking to him.
And I just hammer the guy. I just hammer him.
Oh, did we bring up the preacher? Who?
He's my nail. I'm the hammer.
Did we ever bring up on here the preacher who struck the boy?
We did, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Crumpled the kid. I just crumpled.
yeah.
Put the fear of God in him to that day.
I said, Luke, when are you going to start taking God seriously? And I just punched him in the chest as hard as I could. Crumpled the kid.
I mean, boom.
Okay, so you assaulted a minor.
No, I think he was a minor in the story too. We already went over this.
I don't think so.
But nah, it just starts though. There's no way of telling. I think we kind of
It
looked
does.
into it.
It does.
There's no way of
He talks
telling.
about when he was a kid.
It could be.
I'm battling for Jesus. I'm a bully. I'm a Jesus bully. I'm a high school Jesus bully. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I'm just looking.
Call me now.
We got to get that call.
I was
We gotta
looking
get
over.
That call.
I saw Kevin pushing a button, so I just said, "Go ahead." 'Cause I assumed he was going to say, "Have a nice little sound."
How about a bomb to shake things up?
Explosive tattoo. Call me now.
That's nice.
Yep, that's a good sound bit for that.
Well, I got a crime I can confess to that the statute of limitations is worn out on before the show gets too popular. I should probably talk about.
Right on.
What?
Should we talk about this?
Right on.
Yeah.
I have, one time, me and my friends went to the Battle of the Bands in high school, and then we all had a sleepover, and we stole a bunch of fireworks from my dad, and we went to the baseball field over by on Pemberton Park Drive or whatever. We lit off all these fucking fireworks for a while. Oh, it was awesome.
Wow.
And then one of them went into this hill and caught the hill on fire.
Whoa.
And we we're trying to put it out with like our coats and shit, and it was like not going out, dude. And then it started spreading like onto the baseball field, like in the outfields and shit.
Oh my God.
And caught this like
Whoa.
huge batting cage net on fire, and the batting cage was on fire, and the nets was falling. And we're like, oh shit! And we had to get out of there, and we ran and ran and ran. And I remember one of our friends was with us. We just lost him, and like he's like, dude, I thought they were gonna bring the dogs. I ran through water and stuff on my way home so they would lose my scent.
Oh my God, dude.
I love the moment where it goes from fight to flight. It's like, we gotta fight this fire. We gotta get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Fuck this.
All right, I got one if we're trailing.
Well,
off.
I'm not done. We got
there's
to call
more.
911 because we were scared.
So you did call.
Yeah.
You did call.
From one kid had a cell phone. It was like right when cell phones, like only one of us had them.
Wow.
Triangulate the phone calls.
We
Pulled
pretend
out
like
his
we just
BlackBerry.
we pretend like we just saw it. We're like, we see a fire over there. It's pretty crazy.
That's funny.
Smart.
Because you know they were onto you. So that's hilarious. Right?
Probably weren't
You think,
onto
you think
anyone.
they were?
Yeah, looking back,
Or
on
that was the end of
probably.
it. It was just a phone call. You went on your way. Someone figured it out.
Yeah, and there were other cars like stopping and shit saying they saw
It's
a
not like they
fire.
interrogated you or something, right?
We could have not called because it was that big of a fire that people were gonna call.
There was a big old barn behind where my. So now where Beaglin is, where it cuts through,
Oh,
There
yeah.
used
there
to
was an
not-
old barn.
Yeah, there used to be just train tracks running through there.
Oh, I remember what you're talking about.
There was a couple old shacks. Me and Andy and Jay Watt, we would run through there, the neighborhood boys. And we used to hang out in this barn all the time. So we were
What would you do in the
11,
barn?
13, and like 14.
What would you do in the barn?
There was old pornos in there. There was car hoods, rusty shit that you had to
You know,
not step
barn
on.
stuff.
Barn stuff. It was big.
I did barn stuff too, but barn.
And so there was tires. We stacked the tires up. We got some newspapers and stuff, and we took one tire off the pile. We made a little fire in the tire.
That's so dumb.
Tire
Luckily,
fire.
we didn't light the whole stack of tires on fire. So it caught like a tire does. There was this car hood. There was this car hood. And I will say Andy was the hero of the day because someone went back for buckets of water. But anyway, this thing gets so out of control.
For buckets of water.
Because, okay, it was just a tire that was on fire, but so much black smoke came off of it and filled the barn
Ooh.
where there is overgrown shit where it could vent out. It was like, we couldn't be in there. I remember vividly the layer that we had to crouch under. And we kept trying to put it out, but it was just getting it worse. We, in a last ditch effort, me and Jordan, I remember, like, tried to walk the field. I remember looking back and seeing the smoke, and I was like, all of fucking town can see this black smoke.
Oh
it was
my
the blackest
God.
of smoke.
Yeah, I mean, tire fires are no joke.
It was
Yeah.
one tire, too. It must have been an old and nasty tire.
It's just a tire fire, dude.
It was, oh my God.
Yeah, and I'm basing that off of The Simpsons, their tire fire.
I'll never forget it. Jay Watt went on I was like, you go get the water. I got to go make sure Andy's okay. I ran back because I wasn't far down the dirt little road to the neighborhood. And I come back and I was like, Andy's just waiting outside. He was fine. We go back inside just to last ditch effort. We grab the car hood. We both drag it over. It's like a 70-pound old car hood, like from like a
wow.
Corvair or something.
And you smother it with that?
We put it on top. We were breathing in all the black smoke doing it, but we jumped on top like it was a trampoline and it worked. It put it out. But then we ditched the barn for like a year. We never went. That probably ended most of the barn regime for us. We can't go back.
It would have been way cooler if you burnt that whole motherfucker down.
Yeah. I remember the barn you're talking about. I think I went there once or twice with
I remember that
Yeah.
barn too.
Yep.
It was so wide open that if it would have caught the structure on fire if the tire was anywhere near any wood, but it was so out in the middle of it all. Lucky. But the smoke, bro. I remember it was kind of seeping out where it could, but there was like a couple holes from like whatever in the steel rusted shit, and it was coming out of those holes like it was wild.
You know the neighborhood was, what the fuck is going on?
And
The
those kids
fire
like
department
always
never
walk-
came.
Not that we know of.
I bet they did.
I think I recall hearing sirens, but who knows?
Because that's a nice
After
little
we got back.
small, quiet neighborhood. That really is.
You're right. We got back to Andy's house, and that's where we laid low, and we were like, we gotta actually like shower or jump in someone's pool or something. We were sooty,
Yep, you really were.
and we smelled awful. And look,
And real quick, speaking of Andy Waddell and fireworks, remember the fireworks in that housing development just doing dumb kid shit? Do you remember that, Mike?
mortars.
Yeah, it was mortars, right?
Who had them?
I forget, but that was us, right?
Yeah,
my memory is fuzzy.
James.
It was.
What'd
yeah,
you
that-
do?
We went into a very small, like townhouse housing development. You know, very, very tight, close together.
Oh, it was Andy's neighborhood, like
Yeah.
a street over.
Yeah.
Oh, or it was
The
Andy's
one behind the
Neighborhood.
mall?
And people
Yeah.
immediately came out of their houses and were like, "What the fuck?"
Everyone
Yeah.
opened their windows and doors. It was like, holy shit, a reaction to something.
Yeah,
Cause and effect.
And how could they not? Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, we just like, wow, being a little shit. I would
Yep.
never do that now. I'm like, I don't want to get pulled over.
We did some of that little shit, that little shit stuff. That
Yeah,
just
you gotta
being
do
little
it.
vagrants,
Now, if it was us nowadays, we would probably just be riding bird scooters with milk crates.
Dude, my buddy had a barn, and we just went up in the. It had horses in it and shit, and we went up in the loft, and it didn't have power up there and stuff. So we had like an oil lamp and a radio with D batteries in it.
Damn, we are old.
and
We are old.
That's cool though.
we would sit there, and it was like my first memories of like getting really, really stoned up in this barn and drinking Budweisers I stole from my dad.
That's
and
awesome.
like having to climb down because it didn't have a ladder. We had to like climb up the like horse stall shit and get up in like where the hay was stored and like sit there. We had like a little table and like it was like where his mom and his dad could never get up there because his dad had like a bum knee and his mom was like out of shape. We were just like up in this fucking place, just like
I
it was
love
our
having
own little
places.
world. We had porn up there, porno magazine,
And that was always
stuff,
like
dude.
the loftiest goal, just to have a clubhouse,
high
just to
place.
have some kind of
We-
clubhouse.
We had a little hiding spot up there. And I remember one night we would just like have people over and it would be like Friday night. We were like 14. I remember one night we went up there and we got a bunch of beers somehow. I remember I just had way too many. And I went back to my house and was puking. And my dad was like, "What's going on?" And I was throwing up in my bathroom. And I had just sent my friend home. And my dad was like, "Was he as drunk as you are right now? He could be dead in the pond." Because he had to walk all the way to his house way across the neighborhood. And he was hammered, 14 or whatever.
14.
And this other kid who was with us, his mom just came and got him because he was scared.
Eh.
Like that my dad was going to be yelling because we were all drunk. He was like waiting at the end of my driveway.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
puking.
Wow,
dad's like, "What's
man, you all
going
got
on?"
hammered. You all got.
Why is everyone sick? We got into a bad batch of sushi.
yeah.
But the main reason I got sick was I remember we had we had drank a bunch of beers and I was feeling good. But then the one dude busted out a one hitter. We were smoking this one
How
hitter.
old were you?
Probably 15. We couldn't drive yet.
Jesus, man.
And I was just being good and drunk and like, okay, but that's that weed, man.
Yeah.
Sets you over the edge.
It does. It sends you spinning.
Especially when you're that young and not used to getting fucked up.
Weed doesn't do that to me, but tobacco sure as hell does, man. If I'm drunk and I get some tobacco in me, oh, I feel terrible.
I don't like
I
tobacco.
I like tobacco.
I know, and yeah, most people love a drunk cigarette and stuff like that, but I
Stop just
hate.
pulling up distractions and
It's
scrolling
not a
them.
distraction.
I love
it's
tree
a
houses.
nostalgic.
Oh,
like
it's a treehouse.
you know
Okay,
what I
okay.
think of when you think? I think of the Sandlot when we're up in our treehouse with magazines and stuff.
Okay, we were talking about clubhouses
Okay,
and
I
shit
get it
like
now.
that.
I'm sorry.
My brain is just doing like a brain.
I thought I was just looking up the Star Wars
Hey,
Return of the Jedi.
Hey, how about the movie Jack? Remember the treehouse in the movie Jack? This
don't.
guy's name's Jack. Okay.
I don't remember the treehouse.
But you don't remember the treehouse?
I'm gonna pull up the Jack treehouse and then I'm gonna pull up.
Do you remember the movie Jack though?
Yeah,
Jack?
yeah.
How did that affect your life at all? Just being young and named Jack, and there was a really popular
What?
movie
You know
named
what was
Jack.
worse? Jack Off. Jack in the Box. Jack O'
That was worse. That was worse.
Captain Jack.
Jack was a hell of a movie.
There you go. There's your little screen cap
It's
of that.
way too sad.
Okay, wait, let me see this real quick. It's so fucking sad. Oh my god, it's sad. That's a tear jerker.
So now here's the Sandlot treehouse, which is just the most iconic treehouse ever.
Yeah.
And the inside of it when they, who's Babe Ruth?
And remember there was an actor in Jack named Bill Cos. Remember Bill Cos? He's not Bill Cosby, and he looked just like Bill Cosby. I could be making this shit
What's
up.
his last name? Spell it.
Just like COS or something. And then put Jack too, movie.
Oh my God. It
Wait,
was Bill Cosby.
It was Bill Cosby.
What is wrong with you?
What's wrong with me?
That is the funniest thing that's ever happened ever.
But I think that, oh my god, maybe
He's in the treehouse making funny faces with them.
he was in that movie. Shit.
What the fuck?
Bill Cos.
This was like one of my first movies I ever saw.
Look at the oversized shirt they gave him to make him look like really a kid as a man. Hey guys, my name's Jack.
Who was the girl in that screenshot down there? What
We
is
gotta get
going
off
on?
And
Jack.
he's a heroin addict. So, Jesus, what a sad thing. Heroin addict, rapist. Oh, crap. You can't say that word.
Oh yeah, people like him too much.
No, you can't say that word on streaming things.
I could have sworn there was an actor
They beep it out of every other
who
podcast.
looks like Bill Cosby, and his name is very similar, but there's two. I could
Jack
have
just
sworn.
got us canceled.
You're crazy. But I was talking about that we graduated from that loft, I was going to say, to my one buddy's house who had parents who just did not pay attention at all, and he had a third floor, and we'd be up on this third floor just getting drunk. He also had a boat. We'd be out on the boat.
Oh, that's sick. That's
Every day
prime
in high
living.
school, after school, immediately run over to his house and get on the boat. And the boat was out, like his house was in West Nistale, and we get on the boat and we go pick up our girlfriends over on Riverside, pull up on the fucking boat over on Riverside.
Oh, wow.
Best.
And how old were you there? Were you driving?
16, yeah.
You were driving?
Yeah, driving from school over to
That'd
his
be
house.
awesome. Not driving, but driving the boat, though.
We were definitely
Driving
doing
the
that.
boat, though.
I think my one buddy, he wasn't driving yet. He was a year younger. We had a good time out on that Wacomico River. He had a pontoon boat.
That's sick. That's
It was just like a room out on the water for us to hang out on, away from everybody.
Wish I had one.
No parents. My dad's got a boat, and he's been teaching me how to launch it and stuff. We should go out.
Where's he? Okay, cool. He has like a dock and everything?
Well,
Or it's at a dock? I don't know.
no, he's been teaching me how to launch it. You got to put it on a trailer and drive it.
Holy
to a
shit.
boat
Yeah,
ramp.
that seems like a lot. Wow.
Does your
It's not
dad?
that hard.
But, as long as someone else is doing it, I'm down. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if I stand on the dock and hold it, what were you gonna say?
Does he need like some sort of license to drive it? Because my boss, got my old boss, God rest his soul, rest in peace. He was a charter boat captain, and he brought in. When me and our old homeboy used to work there together. He was just starting to get his charter boat captain like classes in his book. This book, Spiral Bound.
You don't need that. That's a charter boat.
Yeah, but your dad doesn't need that.
No, my dad has a fucking 18-foot Carolina skiff.
This man, it was the craziest, thickest book I'd ever seen. It was probably just a book to keep on the boat, but maybe I'm just like misinterpreting it, and maybe he just had studied out of it or something. But
This reminded me. Have you ever seen those plane crash checklist books? There's like a book they have in the front of the cockpit of a plane for when anything goes wrong. They go through this checklist, and you're like, can you imagine being like, what's the next step?
Yeah.
Step 3 is
Like, what kind of shit's on it? What kind of shit's on it?
like flip this gauge, check this gauge.
Oh,
If this
okay.
doesn't work, flip this. If
Oh,
this doesn't work, flip this. If this doesn't work,
goddamn.
this. If you reach the
Yeah.
end, I bet you're like, we're at the end.
Yeah.
like, boom!
Yeah.
mishap response guide and checklist.
I think it's different for every aircraft, but it's like an aviation checklist they go through if something starts going wrong.
You want to hear the priorities of it? Protect people, protect property, preserve evidence, notify and investigate.
Yeah, see? Wow. That's pretty interesting.
Jesus. Protect people.
But I'm pretty sure-
anytime.
It like goes down based on every different situation, like engine failure. Do this, do this, do this.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a different piece of document, but what the fuck? Hey, how are you?
That man's free.
Yeah,
Is he?
Yeah.
I can't keep up with Bill
He
Cosby.
still was guilty. He still is. He was found guilty, but he's free now.
That man's free.
Free as a bird.
Justice system is fucked.
He's chirping. He's chirping, man.
Who do you think killed John Benet Ramsey?
Gordon
Oh,
Ramsay.
man. That's
they
a
stole his name.
throwback.
I watched like an hour and a half documentary, just a YouTube documentary. This guy broke down all 3 different scenarios where like either the parents did it, the brother did it, or an intruder did it. And like the way he described every scenario, he made everyone sound believable. So you're just like, no one knows.
Wow.
Do you remember when that happened though? 96?
I'm not. I don't really remember that whole thing.
I remember it happening.
What's the name again? Benet Ramsey. What Benet Ramsey?
Jean? I
Okay.
think it's like J-E-A.
In what like films was she in again? Was she-
Films?
what was she? What was she?
Just a little girl who
She
got
was just a
murdered.
little girl.
Just a little
Okay,
girl who
I
got
thought
murdered
she
in
was like
Colorado.
famous or something like that.
Mhm.
She was just
kid.
really adorable, right?
Yeah.
She looked like she could be famous.
She did child pageants, but like
Gotcha.
that's not really like
Mm-hmm.
didn't have anything to do with anything. They had good pictures of her, basically.
Was there like a Netflix thing about this recently, or like could she be like Katy Perry or something like that? There's like some weird conspiracy. She could be Katy Perry. Have you heard that? Like
That
Katy
is
Perry
hilarious,
Like Katy
dude.
Perry came out of nowhere and she could be some girl that disappeared.
Nah, she got murdered.
Well, I was gonna bring this up earlier, but the same can be said about Andrew WK.
Oh yeah,
That's why for a second when I was like, if Jack is right that this old blonde guy is the Andrew WK that I know now. He definitely was killed off and replaced by a record label because apparently the whole thing goes, Andrew WK's persona is so easy to just, oh yeah, we'll get another guy up there that looks like him and he'll say he's partying in white t-shirts and jeans. And apparently the story goes that Andrew WK, there's just a conspiracy. That
This is just a conspiracy that they repeat because they did it with Avril Lavigne.
Well, this one, yeah, you're right.
They say Avril Lavigne is not Avril Lavigne.
Well,
And it's just stupid.
Like
you're
she's
right.
a clone, or
well, no,
like
Yeah.
that she died and she was replaced or whatever.
Is it about Eminem too?
Why would they do that? Like, it's the dumbest thing ever.
Well, yeah, it's just a wild theory that Andrew WK doesn't actually exist and he's just a persona made by a record label.
That is Mala. We talked about him last week.
Yeah.
Well,
Mala
look.
doesn't exist, and he's a persona created by a record
It
label.
might just be real then.
And speaking of doubles, real quick, type in on Google Bill Cobbs with 2 B's. That's what I was thinking of. I just thought
Dude,
of
Kevin has been
Bill
sweating over there.
Cobbs.
He's been bright red.
Look at
ever
this
since
guy.
that.
Look at this guy. That's Bill Cobbs. And I thought he was in that movie. What movies is he in? Go into his IMDb.
lives on this corner, dude.
Yeah.
He
Is
looks
he in The
like
Shining? Is he in The Shining?
No. Yeah, I don't know. I said no, I don't know.
Is he the guy from The Shining?
Bill Cobbs.
You don't even think The Shining would be his first credit if it was him? No, that's fucking
No, yeah,
what's
scroll
his name?
back.
Scatman Crothers, man.
Yeah, oh, of course that's
What is
Scatman
wrong?
Crothers. Of course that's Scatman.
You know Crothers.
Who's Scatman Crothers?
He's the old man from The Shining.
Oh,
He's the groundskeeper from The Shining.
in the original one?
Yeah.
Look at him, Scatman Crothers. This is his name.
Look at his smile.
Why is that his name?
Do
He's
you have The
Scats.
Shining?
Skilly-bop-boo-doo-doo-boo.
That's not the name of the character. There's a picture of a guy with a guitar there for Scatman.
That's his early.
That's him.
his early self, I bet. Yeah.
Music career, film and television career, death.
He's
What?
kind of like
So
Creed from The
Scatman
Office.
Crothers is also named. What are you talking about?
No,
That's the man's. He's known as Scatman Crothers. I don't know what
Who
his
is?
character's name is. The character who, the actor who plays the character who is the groundskeeper in The Shining.
He has two names.
He's got like a stage name, I guess, because he was an old musician.
So his name is Bill Cobbs.
Oh no! Sorry,
we moved on from
we
Bill.
moved on from that. Now we're talking about Scatman Crothers, just him. Yep. Because I thought Bill Cobbs was that guy.
We did
Then
make
Mike
the
was like-
segue.
Then Mike was like, "Oh no, that's Scatman Crothers." You know.
Did I?
Yeah, you corrected me,
I wasn't listening.
Oh no, I didn't correct you. I made a joke, right? Because they look.
but you did correct me. It's all good.
I don't.
You
dude,
definitely
I couldn't even
corrected
tell you what just happened in the past 10 seconds, but I learned something. Tell you
I think
that.
me. I was
About
wrong. I was wrong, and you
It's been
corrected
about
me.
45, 48 seconds at this point. So who knows what's happened?
Yeah, man.
Because how could I get that wrong? Scatman Crothers is the guy from The Shining. Mm-hmm.
he appeared in 4 films with Jack Nicholson. I think that.
What? They bros?
I guess.
Have you seen the documentary about what The Shining is about?
I think so. There's a couple, right?
You can go stay at that hotel, and my boss's daughter did. Go on.
It's called Room something or other.
Yeah.
And it's like one theory is about the Native American plight in America. The other one's, I can't remember, but it's just like,
And have you heard of the Wendy theory?
go on.
That she is like imagining everything? Because like whenever Jack Nicholson is going crazy, there is a continuation error. Something is off. Like it's all in her brain. There's a lot of evidence that it's all in her brain.
Have you read the book?
No.
It can't be all in her brain.
Yeah.
I haven't read the book.
The book is crazy because in the beginning of the book, he breaks the kid's arm because he's drunk and mad at the kid.
I have it on audiobook, and I made it about an hour in. It's like a 15-hour.
That's like the big thing that really sticks out. He breaks the kid's arm.
It sets the tone for how.
He's a fucked up kind of guy.
In the movie, you get that he's kind of like, yeah.
He goes
I'll do
crazy too
anything.
fast in the movie.
And you know he's got that weird family dynamic vibe, and he's kind of snippy with her.
He
and
is staring out the window, standing in the lobby. They've been there for 2 nights in the movie.
yeah.
But there are some very, very key continuation errors that Stanley Kubrick would never have done if he wasn't trying to do something. Like when he's at the typewriter, there's like when he's acting normal, there's paper in it, and when he's crazy, there's no paper in it. Like there's crazy continuation errors like that. And like I don't know, look up the Wendy theory when you have some time. It's a pretty good theory. Based on the movie only. Based on the movie only.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's like a really scary monster in the book too. That like is in the book. It's like a monster with a crochet mallet. Like smashes someone's head, and it's really fucking scary, but it's not in the movie at all.
Wow.
It's like a monster. There was a made-for-TV movie that it made it into, though.
Film's biggest mystery to me is definitely Man Bar Prey.
Yeah, yeah.
And apparently the internet agrees.
Huh, Man Bear Pig.
Want to blow away from that thing?
I forgot about
That's what's
that.
happening, and it's like he's giving him a head, and he looks up. They both look up. Hey, man, what are you doing, man? What are you leave me alone?
And the weird tub
Winnie the
scenes.
Pooh.
The bartender kills it, though. Remember the bartender actor guy?
Yeah.
He appears in the bathroom too, right?
Yeah.
To help him. The bear man is a reference to sexual abuse.
Because of his bear?
Oh no, it's just that's
His teddy bear? Oh my god.
okay.
Oh.
All right. Get off of me. I don't like that.
That movie is fucked up.
Yeah. Back to tree houses.
What's your favorite treehouse? I'll tell you mine. I already did, but that's just cinematic.
Did you ever watch the show Treehouse Masters? That's legitimately
that
one of my
scene-
favorite shows.
that guy is such a kook.
I feel like I could watch that for like 2 episodes. Kook is a funny word, dude.
Yeah, he is. He is good.
I like him.
And he is so good at tree houses. By golly.
This birch here.
He's so good.
I
He's
was
so
going to
good.
say kook is something that necessarily isn't bad. A kooky guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Just a funny motherfucker.
not necessarily a wow. Holy fucking shit. We found the jackpot, boys.
Can you IMBD that or whatever the fuck? Oh my god, I'm thinking Airbnb. I'm a.
You're a what?
Almost said it.
You're a rural guy.
Royal blue.
That looks like it's down in the southeastern United States.
That look down there where they got them sprawling elm trees and them cypress trees. This
looks-
honestly looks fake.
Wet.
You guys really watch Treehouse Masters?
I've seen it.
That seems like a show I could watch for like 1 episode or something.
It's nice. Hell of a show.
It's nice. It's a tree house.
Or maybe it would absolutely slap in the first couple of seasons and kind of fade off.
No, his passion is never fading. He's like autistic or something. He has such a passion for that shit.
Passionate guy. Passionate thing. So we got some good tree houses here.
I used to have a really, 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 really bad nightmare about a treehouse when I was a kid. And it would be getting overrun by these toys that were alive because I was scared of Chucky
Jesus.
from Child's Play.
Damn.
And they would be there would be these one-wheeled toys that would be like, and like running up the walls and climbing up there to me.
Yeah, between like Toy Story and Child's Play and like Small Soldiers, yeah, we were afraid of toys coming to life and killing us.
Yeah, I remember I was really scared of Child's Play one time. My dad showed it to me way early, and I had nightmares for years. My mom was like, "You deal with it," because my dad showed it to me, and like my dad would like lay in bed with me and shit. Because I was
Good.
scared, dude. And
Dude,
then I remember for a kid's birthday party, we went to see Small Soldiers, and it triggered
Yes,
some
Small
fucking thing in
Soldiers.
me when like the little Barbie dolls are like trying to drive nails into them and shit.
Yeah.
and I was like,
That got intense, man.
I was like, you gotta hold it together, bro. There's other kids here.
That got intense for everybody, just so you know.
Small Soldiers
that
was
got,
intense.
That got a little intense.
The Toy Story shit was intense until they start to be good guys at the end.
And that was Tommy Lee Jones.
Story?
Tommy Lee Jones voice acting.
To me, your nightmare sounds a lot like when Sid has the freak toys, but the good.
Yes, it was very similar to that, but that movie wasn't even out yet.
But like in the same vein of his fear and nightmare, mine never came to fruition in a dream. But I always had this weird fear of like, you don't ever want to be in any scenario where you're up. Especially, this is like the treehouse curse. Like I'd always think about treehouse. You go up there, but you're stuck up there if anything bad happens.
And sometimes in the dream it would be
What if someone's coming for
it'd be an unfinished treehouse with like I'd just be up on like a platform and there'd be things coming up the platform at me.
Oh, that is some childhood.
I had this nightmare. I had that nightmare probably 100 times.
I'll tell you
Wow.
mine.
Night
Reoccur-
terrors as a child.
I don't think I had a reoccurring dream at all.
I had horrible nightmares as
Man.
a kid. It was
As a kid,
crazy.
I had more just dreams, but as an adult, I have what I consider nightmares.
I don't have them now. I don't dream at all now because I'm too high.
I have dreams where well, I don't know. This was actually recently. I like yelled at all my family members in the dream, and I was like, I don't even care anymore. And I just like pretty much severed myself from the
Was
family.
this before or after vacation?
Yeah.
Before?
It was
Or may-
before
I
vacation?
don't know. I don't remember.
I bet it was right after vacation.
Probably.
Oh my god.
And then there was
my
this
God.
one from like a few years ago that's pretty much stopped, but I would be driving up like the equivalent of like the Ocean City Bridge, but it was way grander in the dream, like Sonic rolling hills, Sonic the Hedgehog shit. You're coming up the hill, you're going down the hill. You go up the Ocean City Bridge, And every time, you know it, you forget it's going to be there, but it's there every time. And I had this dream probably like at least 50 times, but it just is a jump. But if you're not going fast enough, you won't clear it. And most of the time, you do clear it.
But sometimes you don't.
And you're in just like a rough landing, but you always make it. And then sometimes you just go right over. But before you hit the water.
Yeah, that's very telling of life.
That's interesting. So sometimes in your dream you make it, and sometimes you don't.
And that dream stopped. And then another dream that I was used to have a lot, but stopped, was I would just be like pushing my teeth out with my tongue. They were all
That's
loose.
a classic one. Everyone's had that
The
one.
fear of getting old. The book says.
Mine would shatter. They'd fall out.
Oh my God.
As if Andre the Giant had punched me 8 times in the mouth, and I just went like this, like.
I spit my teeth out. Oh yeah.
Wow.
You don't have any teeth dreams?
No, definitely not that. I think I might have had a recurring dream that took place on an airplane, and I was kind of like in the back of the airplane, and something bad happened, but I can't even really remember.
The main one I have of being in the back is I've been in the like a back of like a Suburban or a long like van, and I'm driving from back there. All the way in the back. There's like 4 rows of seats
It's
in front of me.
snaky feeling.
And you're trying to drive from the back. It's some like you're out of control or
I've had that
of
too.
your life or something is what you're supposed
That makes
to
sense.
feel. Or, yeah.
Well, okay. I mean, I can explain. This is probably the trippiest thing ever because it's so vivid to me still. It was the craziest dream I had as a kid, and it finally kind of came.
As a kid?
Yeah, I was young. And I remember, like, I don't remember certain names, but I remember one name of the bad guy.
Oh shit.
It was pretty much like a whole movie.
What the fuck?
Is
was
it
the
made
bad-
up?
It was
Wait.
a whole dream.
You had characters with names in your
It
dream?
was one dream, dude. It never reoccurred. It was the only dream
I've never had names in my dream.
This was
That's crazy.
The only dream in my life that I could say was pretty much lucid and played out to be like a whole night of dreaming.
And they were already real people?
Real people. It took place in the Salisbury Mall. As I had first, I think I'd gone to the mall and took it all in as a kid. There was a pet store in the mall at the time. There was like a whole bunch of
I
shit.
remember that.
Was there a
Wow.
pet store in the mall?
There
when you were
was.
kids?
Yeah,
In
that's
the very
crazy.
back by like the shoe repair.
I
box
remember
cars.
that.
And in this dream, all I know is there was a bad guy, and I'm there. He was pretty much based off of this. There was a movie that came out. It might even been the movie where the books came to life, and it was half real and half cartoon.
God, I love that Macaulay Culkin movie. The
Page
Master.
And just
10
so
out of 10
the bad
movie.
guy's name was the Taskmaster, and he was a red demon guy with a cloak and a big old Flavor Flav watch. Now that I think back, it was
my
like a clock. He was wearing a huge clock necklace, golden
yeah.
clock.
Pre-Flavor Flav.
You did it, Mike.
And in a nutshell, the dream, I mean, it played out for hours and hours as if I was just walking around and like taking it all in. But in a nutshell, it was at the old Salisbury Mall.
Neil Goris
The old
with the
Salisbury
Page
Mall?
Master
No,
on
no,
the
no, I'm
comments,
sorry.
y'all. We got to
I'm
shout out
sorry.
Neil real quick because he's
Neil,
in the comments
I love
right
you.
now. What up, Neil? He's right on that. He's correct.
Neil,
Love
Pokemon
that
trades.
movie.
Pokemon trades, Neil.
Yeah, send us Pokemon gifts.
Gifts.
Neil. Jesus.
It's not that hard.
What were the books in the Page Master, real quick, since Neil's on
Oh,
it?
come on. We can't get off track of the dream, dude.
Treasure Island.
Oh, is he asking Neil?
Oh no, I was just saying. My bad. I didn't want to.
Treasure Island was the main one.
Frankenstein?
Frankenstein.
You're right. 'Cause
Was there
there's the
another
book
one?
with bolts in his head?
No, we're thinking about where they went.
Oh.
But it was Treasure Island. Flavor of Love, the greatest show ever. Just thought about it after you brought him up. That was a great show. She did shit on the floor.
What was
and
her
we
name?
Never forgot
Bridget?
Bridget. And then New York.
Her name was
crazy.
Bridget.
Weren't they from another show?
No, Muffin. Her name was Muffin or something.
I don't remember her name.
They were from another show. There was like a show that inspired Flavor of Love. But did we finish Mike's dream?
Yeah, my
Rock
bad.
of Love came after Flavor of Love with Brett Michaels.
But
Yeah,
Flavor
yeah.
of Love came from like a different dating show. There was a dating show where they
Oh,
were both
right.
contestants.
Surreal Life. Surreal Life.
No, like a classic dating show.
No, he's right.
Oh,
Surreal
I'm
Life.
sorry. I'm sorry.
It's on VH1. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
It's hot in here.
But
Yeah. Wait, kind of took you off from your dream.
yeah, tell me about your dream. I can hear you while I
So
grab a
yeah,
beer. You need a beer?
Up to this point, you know about the Taskmaster. You know he's the bad guy of the story, and the setting is the center at Salisbury. So the center at Salisbury had an open area in the food court. It was open sky, like a sky opening, and everyone had towels and blankets laid out like they were at the beach, and everyone was with their families in little clusters, picnicking, hanging out, having a good time.
Wow.
And everyone already was aware of the Taskmaster in the mall, and he had a big old staff. He had an axe, is what he had. It turned into a battle eventually. But what at first thing that would happen
And
was
this is the dream still, right? This is so
is the whole dream.
specific. This
It
is
was so
specific.
vivid, and
It's
I
throwing
swear
me
to
off.
God,
It's
I was
throwing me off.
It's vivid. It's still in me.
Wow.
The only dream I can
The
really
Taskmaster. Everybody knows the Taskmaster. Remember?
dude, right? I could draw him. I
Wow.
could draw him.
Wow.
So anyway, he's like like almost like red beaked faced, red long clawed cloak, big golden watch. He has a name that everyone knows in the dream already as the Taskmaster. He is going around with his little axe staff and his watch. I think he's taking his clock, and he goes to the pet store in the mall, and he turns the cats into lions. God. I'm telling you, bro.
He's a sick fuck.
Up to 2 lions are running around the picnic area now, and everyone is just not really panicking. The lions aren't hurting anyone, but it was like some sort of crazy like Colosseum like Roman ass scene where these lions are prancing around, and the Taskmaster is like telling everyone on this like giant like stage like screen thing that everyone's time is running out, and the time clock is moving faster. Oh. And I'm sure it gets a little blurry, but it's crazy that I remember.
Say he's on a big screen.
How'd this end?
I remember getting struck with an axe in the shoulder so vividly. This was the bad part. A battle with the Taskmaster. I think I had like a book sword. I didn't have a real good weapon.
A book sword.
Yeah, dude. Like I said, all the best I could do was like draw this. I need to do that one day. Try to like draw like
on you, dude.
I wore my back piece like, you know, the Taskmaster, dude. Walk into another shop and be like, hey, man, you know the Taskmaster? Yeah. The lions.
Get it tattooed, and then someone's going to be like, I had that same dream.
Dude, what does this shit mean, though?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I think I went to like...
I, too, have seen the Taskmaster.
It was like the perfect mix of like, I just went to Scholastic Book Club, and I just saw the Wishmaster, and I'm dreaming. Maybe for the first time, my mom gave me some crazy vitamin that made me feel crazy. And made me dream vividly. But it ended with the battle that I cannot tell you if I think the Taskmaster threat was eliminated, but boy, I remember telling everyone at school, like, I had a dream last night where I felt it. I felt it.
Yeah.
I had a dream where I felt it. Like,
it was some Nightmare on Elm Street
dude,
shit.
it was wild.
And Neil wants to know, was it like that one level from Crash Bandicoot with Tiny as the boss? Was it like that at all?
Neil, I was a Nintendo 64 guy as a kid. I only got to play Crash Bandicoot at one babysitter's house, and it was in this room where it was an older brother situation where I would hang out at the daycare during the day with the kid at the time. That was pretty much the
older
daycare.
Brother situation.
It was like a daycare lady who used to be a daycare lady who still did it a little bit. But that week she had no kids but me and her son, and then she had to like even leave sometimes. So it would be me and the older kid and her son, and we would just get to go to the big kid's room. And he had all these black light posters that said "Eat Me," and they had the fucking mushrooms on them. Like, we weren't really allowed to go in that room. It was JD's room.
That's awesome.
Stay out of JD's room.
He was probably like 18 or something.
Every time she would leave, JD's room door would crack open. You guys want to play Crash Bandicoot? Want to play
JD
PlayStation?
would let you in?
Yeah.
JD himself? Wow.
And the little kid
honor.
was Jordan. It was JD and Jordan. And it wasn't Jordan. It wasn't Jay Watt. It doesn't matter. This was like, we were like, again, probably 8 to 11 during this range. And I remember going in that room, and they were playing Crash Bandicoot. No. And I was just like, I mean, they left my life at like the age like 14 or something.
Yeah, I remember neighborhood people like that would just...
And it was a whole nother neighborhood that I used to get daycared at this one lady, Miss Jeannie's house. And then down to
date raped. I don't know what you were about to say.
5 houses down from her house. One summer, Miss Jeannie was like, I just can't do it anymore. It's my mom. Like, not with me, but like too many. I think actually she took on too many babies, so she couldn't have the big kids around. Anyway, I got transferred off a couple houses down. It was miserable. I didn't really enjoy my time spent there. But when I saw those Eat Me posters, it all made it worth it.
Mike, you're all over the...
What's Neil's latest comment?
I'm still in the same wheelhouse here, talking about the babysitting thing.
Dude, speaking of babysitters, can I tell you about I had a babysitter when I was a kid. My mom said I would come home at Friday and be like, I don't have to go to Miss what's her name's tomorrow, do you? And she'd be like, no, you don't have to go tomorrow. I'd be like, do I have to go the next day? Because I hated this lady so much. And it was one of my mom's like best friends when we were growing up. And my mom said she didn't speak to her for like 15 years or something.
Do you know why you hated her?
I don't know. She was
Damn.
That's crazy.
Repressed memory?
I don't know. I guess. I just didn't like her. And I was like, please don't make me go back there tomorrow. Don't make me go back the next day. I don't have to go tomorrow, do I? I was like, I hated this lady. And I remember her making me eat ketchup when I didn't want to eat ketchup and I just wanted to watch Flipper.
Eat this ketchup.
Or like on my hot dog or something.
Oh,
right?
fuck that.
It was
we got Shamu. You're watching Shamu.
One of my first memories is watching Flipper at that lady's house. But I remember my mom was like, we hate that lady.
I'm having shit fire off my brain because of the trail off. I got another babysitter story, and it's good. My parent, this is going to be quick and to the point. I had a hot babysitter named Candace.
You either hated her or you thought she was hot. Dude, I was just about to say.
It was the only time I had a hot babysitter, and she got sent to the house. So I was like, I'm on my home turf. I can show her the cool stuff. I can show her the stuff in my house. and I told her about something my parents had that they used to have in their book rack. Sorry, Mom and Dad, if you're listening.
You were showing off the stuff.
No, I
in
told.
your
They know
house.
this story.
That's
They know
so
the story.
great. That's so
It
great.
was a gun.
No, Candace was a little hot. She was 17, I remember, and I was probably 8 or something.
God, it was a vibrator.
And I was like, I can actually get a girl to come, big girl babysitter. Like, I was well aware of what it means when you have a hot babysitter already. And then, like, I'll never forget this shit. She's like, I was showing her like what I thought was cool, like just my toys and shit. Nothing like
That's what all kids do. That's
Yeah.
so funny.
My
I
parents had this-
skateboarded and stuff for mine.
Check out this. Are you watching?
It's like old
Yeah,
Greg.
it's exactly. I do like a
you
kickflip
watching?
for her, and she'd be like, "What?"
It's like old Greg. Isn't it nice? You like it?
It's nice. This, I was like, my parents used to have this book, Magic of Sex, on their bookshelf. And they let it stay there way too long, and then I could learn to read and stuff, and it was just there. And yeah, I cracked into it a couple times. And then I was like, I told Candace, I was like, they have this book, but I don't know where it is. And that bitch found it, bro. It was in the garage in one of my dad's toolboxes. She found that shit
What the
within
heck?
15 minutes.
And what kind of book was it again?
She's like, any idea where it would be or whatever? I was like, it used to be on the bookshelf, but I think he moved it out in the garage. And then like it was in like, she found it.
That's a little
My dad
weird.
used to have a way more organized garage.
What
than him.
kind of book was
Yeah,
this?
this is a little
The
weird
magic.
now.
It's not that weird.
She found this book.
This is human. This is the most. This is a human story.
Yeah. And what kind of book was it? And you were
The Magic of Sex. It's like this. It's like the book.
wait,
Oh,
was
yeah,
sex.
the book. Everyone's got it.
and how old were you?
Like 8 to 10.
And you're telling your 17-year-old hot baby sister, my parents have a book called The Magic of Sex, and she found it.
And then I sat on her lap in the garage.
Oh my God!
I sat on her lap in the garage, and she.
Stop!
We
Jesus Christ.
thumbed through the pages.
Oh my God!
We thumbed through the pages.
Holy shit!
This
Have
is
you been-
crazy.
Have you been looking at my internet history?
I'm
dude?
just saying.
This is so specific.
I'm not
dude.
making this up.
You know what I like, dude. This is.
That's a little bit messed up, right? That's a little bit messed up.
But full consent.
And she's hot, so it's fine.
Candace, I kept that
Candace.
secret to my grave. I didn't tell my parents.
Your
until-
grave. You're fucking
You're right.
alive.
I'm not dead.
30 years old.
Yeah, I told my parents like probably like when I like was 18 or older. I was like, yeah, remember Candace or Kansas?
She's like, I'm finding that book.
My mom drove her back that night,
Tearing
and we
the
were
house
like,
apart. She's going through all the fucking cabinets.
nothing ever was weird. There's no
What was
no.
in the book?
It's the
Yeah, what is the magic of sex?
What
Now,
was
can't
in the
sh-
book?
like,
Pictures?
do you see these pictures here? Blow this up, Kevin, on the cover.
Boom.
The cover photos. Those full images.
Can you
and
zoom
then
in a
that
little bit?
couple,
You could see them naked,
that couple was in every position in the fucking.
but you could see them. You could see her titties and stuff.
Yes. But it wasn't pornographic. It was.
Oh,
they were.
my
So it
God.
wasn't penetrating either. They didn't show like the penetrating, but they showed
Could you
them
see his
laying.
penis?
Sometimes it showed like
Full
him.
hog,
It
full
showed
hog.
like it was like pages of like okay, first the beginning of the book, man.
And you sat on
Woman.
Candace's lap.
We thumbed through it, bro. We got to the crazy positions.
Jesus.
Oh, like the from
This-
the back,
that
like
is-
this one.
This is the hottest thing I've ever heard.
Dude,
That's
I'm so glad
wild.
that I brought this up. This is all
that,
yeah.
that might be the best content we've had so
God,
far.
I
So
am-
let's give it a. It's Mike week, y'all.
No.
We got stories. They just have to be rattled inside from other things. You see how that stemmed?
That's right, Neil. Full hog.
How
Full
did
hog.
no one's got chubs out there right now? We're talking full.
I am raging
full
over
mass.
here, dude. I gotta go. Is this almost the end?
How the fuck has anyone not called in yet?
Hey, speaking of This Is the End, did anyone notice that Netflix has This Is the End now?
Does it?
Watched it already.
That's the greatest movie of all time.
I
Go
was-
wherever I want.
When I was watching Hot Tub Time Machine the other week, I was thinking I wanted to watch This Is the End.
It's there now. That's my favorite movie, I think.
It's not my favorite, but everyone's character.
Will you
in it-
watch Hot Tub Time Machine for me?
I will. I'll do it ASAP.
It's on HBO.
I love a good comedy, and that's a
I
good
think
comedy.
you're gonna like it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I've seen it. It's good. But it's been a long time.
It's so underrated. It's stupid.
And another movie that Craig Robinson's in, This Is the End, and Hot Tub Time
That's
Machine.
one of the main reasons I wanted to watch This Is the End after watching Hot Tub Time
John
Machine.
Cusack in Hot Tub Time Machine.
Who was just on a podcast talking about how they're best friends with Nicolas Cage, and they don't let him take pictures with him and stuff.
I have no idea. That sounds interesting.
Fuck, it's hilarious. He's like, yeah, I just hang out with Nick Cage all the time.
One of our comedy podcasts that we watch a lot.
I'm gonna pop in and see which one it was. It's one of the 5 I listened to. It's either Bad Friends, We Might Be Drunk, or Honeydew.
Neil's starting to swell up. All right.
Sorry, my parents, for calling you out about your Magic of Sex book. Now everyone knows you have a Magic of Sex book.
Yeah, that's fucking weird.
Hey, man,
Mike's
they never got
parents.
divorced. Hey, shout out to all of our parents at this table right now. Never got divorced.
Oh, my dad had a whole.
Fuck all you guys who have divorced parents. That's funny. We're comedians, right? Comedy. Hey, Mark Norman. No, I'm
broken home.
I mean, if I can't be funny, what can I do?
I muted us somehow for a little bit. That was totally my bad. I hit a button.
They got 2 Christmases.
How long were we muted?
For like 2 seconds,
Oh,
probably.
that's not that bad. As long as everyone heard me make fun of them for having divorced parents, we're good.
Can't remember what I was gonna
I mean,
say
it's
now.
life, guys.
God damn it.
Don't take it to heart.
man.
You
I was
made it
gonna
this
say-
far. I love you, and you will do good in life. Sorry, I keep talking over Jack.
Oh, did you try your beer yet?
Yes, it's
amazing.
nice. Yeah.
It's the best IPA they've ever put out.
I'm gonna get in trouble for that, aren't I?
What?
People are gonna not like me.
Fuck them.
Only half of America.
No, I think it's like 78%.
More than that.
Yeah.
More than that, buddy.
It's like 60. Yeah.
I'm gonna play
Stay
that.
together for the kids is for the birds.
I'm gonna start being. Yeah. I'm gonna start being a little more mean and a little more real. on here.
The name of the
Let's
podcast
get
is "Shut My
edgy.
Mouth Wide Open," so I think it's like stuff we probably shouldn't say. Is this bullshit?
It's time to get edgy, y'all.
That escalated.
I had a
quickly.
babysitter that let me watch Terminator 2 a little too early. I remember crying when the dude got thrown on the grill in the beginning. Remember the
That
beginning?
part is
intense.
he's like, "Ah!" And
I don't
then
remember that part.
intense. I remember I also put something in my notes earlier when we were talking about something. Let me see what.
The knife to the pool table, my friend.
New iOS update is nice, by the way.
Hey, all you iOS people.
Oh yeah,
New
Mike said
update.
something about going to the Scholastic Book Fair earlier. Do you remember going to that as a kid? And we were at goddamn repressed Salisbury Christian School.
In our library, the lobby.
Yeah, and they had, when the book for like what was going to be in the book fair came out, they had stuff X'd out. Remember that?
Yes.
X'd
okay.
out.
Yes.
Because it was probably like Harry Potter
Or
something.
Magic the Gathering strategy guide.
Yeah. Man, times have changed, and I think I brought this up before, but there is a yard sign, and many yard signs around this area, that advertise a Harry Potter themed Bible school, like a summer camp for kids.
That's
and like,
witchcraft.
That would have never flown in back in our day.
Yeah.
You know,
Hogwarts
we went to a
Vacation Bible
Christian
School.
school,
I think-
and Harry Potter was the devil.
I think
Yeah.
less people are actually reading the Bible. They're just like going on with what, like, they go to church on Sunday, they hate other religions and other races, and
But we
Dang,
still had
Texas.
kids lined up around the block to get that new Harry Potter, though.
I remember
So
one
it's
time
huge.
I was in
J.K. Rowling doesn't do anything anymore.
where was I talking about being earlier? I was somewhere in Europe. I was somewhere in Europe one time.
Italy.
When I was in 16, and it was when one of those Harry Potter books came out, and it was like the week before it came out in America. So all the other 16-year-old kids I was with were like lined up to get this fucking book.
A week before, awesome.
It was a couple, or in a different version maybe.
It was in Italian.
Harry P, let me get some of that.
but it was so
Sure.
annoying because I was like, let's go look at some fucking Italian shit.
Oh yeah, right. This is American.
Can we get some goddamn
That's what's
espresso
British,
around
I
here?
think.
Oh, I guess it's British. Yeah,
Some
yeah,
goddamn espresso around here.
yeah.
We're in Italy.
That's right.
I'm
Let's
not
get
trying to
turned up.
do this Harry Potter shit. I'm trying to get some fucking caffeine in my blood.
I remember I had never like danced with a girl one time when I was there in Europe. I remember being like, there's this really cool girl in our group that was like, I'm gonna teach you how to dance. So when you go home to your girlfriend, you can dance with her real good. And she was really cool.
Did
And
you do
she
any of
basically
these?
wanted to fuck me though.
You do these typical European dances?
No, it just the old bump and grind.
The old
We played "Yeah" by Usher, and
Oh, did you play the Bump and Grind by R. Kelly?
this is what
God, I gotta put this thing away.
we got a goddamn racket over here. He's making so much noise.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I hear it in my headphones. That's why I don't wear these things.
No, you need to wear these things because that's what the people
They've
hear.
been on the whole time. The people are hearing my buttery, beautiful voice.
Yeah, no. See, you sound better when you wear them.
Bill
because you know
Cosby
where to put your mouth.
stare.
Oh man, is he free?
Are we talking about Bill Cosby or Bill Cobbs? I still don't know, guys.
Yeah, everyone mixes those guys up.
Dude, I'm not even gonna go there right now.
Can you pull up?
Go there. Shut my
No,
mouth
we're
wide
not
open.
going there. We're not shutting it down with that. And that thought crossed my mind, and I made everyone aware of it. But I'm sorry, we're not going.
What
into
kind of
it.
mics do they use on the YMH podcast?
Those are, I think they're called S7s or something like that.
Like that cream color?
Oh no, those are Electro Voice RE20s, I think.
Shout out to our daddies and mommies at Your Mom's House podcast. They are funny.
Just mommies.
If you want to watch some high tier podcast shit and not some like diners,
Wait,
drives
never-
in and dive shit like we got, Tune into them.
Actually, close out here. They're the competition. Get them the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
type in Electro Voice RE20. I'm just curious, real quick.
Electro Voice. That sounds like my uncle's
by
nickname.
Huh?
Am I sure?
Sure makes like that classic black one that like Joe Rogan uses. Yeah. That's their kind of style.
Is it made by Electro Voice?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have never heard of that before in my life.
Yep.
Visit the Electro Voice store.
How
Been
much
around
does that thing cost?
for $4.49.
Yeah, that's some high end stuff. It's a good brand.
Damn. That was just
It's so good. I've never heard of it.
But I love these Rode Pod mics. These are great. Don't
I
they
always
sound
called them roadie,
great?
dude. Are you laughing
Maybe
at
it
me?
is Rode. I don't know.
it's not.
It's Rode.
It was they were popularized when the GoPro came out.
Yeah, they were mainly a video company, right? For a little bit. Video
No,
audio.
Yeah.
Video audio.
I'm not in the right road at all.
What do you spell it? How do you spell it?
Sometimes
on
in-
the road again.
Sometimes in life you end up on the wrong road. But we're here to tell you everything's going to be okay.
Don't go down that rod.
Or you don't want to go down that road.
I know what you're thinking.
I know what you're thinking.
What show, Neil?
It's a movie.
What reference, I mean. But then Family Guy also did so much with that, but it is from a movie. Yeah.
South Park.
Ah, fuck, it's South Park.
The
Family
remote.
Guy probably did too. 'cause
But
that's
South
such
Park did
iconic.
it really good, though. That rod. Don't want to go down that rod.
I know what you're thinking. Look at him.
Holy shit.
Oh my god. Yeah, he's in the Munsters. He's Eddie Munster.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
The Ramones recorded a song for that movie.
Not Eddie Munster. He's Herman Munster.
Well, yeah,
Jesus.
he's the Frankenstein, right?
Yeah.
Did you know that? The Ramones, I guess, what's his name? Stephen King had him record a song for the movie. Remember when the
Stephen King for what movie?
Pet Cemetery?
Yes, it's in the
I
credits.
want to be buried in a pet cemetery.
Yeah, it's in the credits.
It's like Halloween punk. It's awesome.
It's good.
Never
Speaking
heard
of
that.
Halloween, that's coming up. We're going to have a special Halloween episode this month. We're going to be dressed up for it, and it's going to be fun. And it's not going to be this
cool.
month either. It's going to be next month.
Let's do it.
Halloween's not this month.
We're doing it this month, y'all.
Wait. Let's look up. Make sure it's not on a Monday.
And Neil, yeah, The Simpsons did everything
October
first.
31st is a Monday, so
you
we
get
can
trick-or-treaters here?
So we can Sunday it into Monday.
Let's move the
my
table
God.
out to the front door for trick-or-treaters.
No, I can pull up the ring cam. And we'll just like talk to him via ring cam. Like, you're on a podcast right now, kids.
That
What's
is
up?
not good.
Just buy one of those
Dude.
crazy like ghouls that holds a bowl.
Delmar, where I live, gets absolutely insane.
And just so you know, I've been
so
here
rural and
for as
nice.
long as I've been here. I've never had a trick or treater.
They used
Isn't
to
that
call-
hard to
Do you
believe?
bring candy?
Yeah, I've had candy, light on. Door open. I've never had a trick or treater.
That is so nice of you to have that ready and like.
Never have had one.
It's too wooded here, unfortunately.
They don't want to make the walk down my driveway. I don't know.
It's just the neighborhoods are all over there and over there.
Yeah,
and then
and-
like
and-
your
yeah.
house is in this wooded, not creepy, scary area. But
little
for the
bit creepy.
kids, ain't no street light. My parents always said on Halloween,
A lot
you
of
don't go
rural-
where there's no street lights.
A lot of rural kids come to my little town. They live in a town, actually. They come to walk around my town. And we put a little table at the end of the driveway, hook them up.
We take Halloween pretty seriously around my parts of the woods. I like it, and I'm gonna be wearing my signature Halloween costume.
Are you going to the asylum again? When is it too many times to go to the same place?
Well, my shop is a shop of tradition, and we will never not go
Why
there.
don't you
probably.
check out someplace new?
No, new places are weird.
I saw a closed down asylum in Long Island when I was there, and it was horrifying. Huge.
What'd you see?
Like a closed down mental hospital.
Ooh.
Huge. I don't
Saw
think
some
you can
ghosts.
fathom how big it is. It looked like an apartment complex.
And you went like looking around and shit?
I took my GPS to go to Walmart from one of the venues I was at where I was working, and it took me through this place that I swear to God, it not like a road. I was going through an abandoned mental facility.
Holy shit.
Yeah, like look at this Goya, the lunatic asylum. They just threw them in a fucking chamber. It's bad. That's bad. They'd be fucking in
Now
shit.
they would just put them on the street.
Yeah.
Hey man,
Thanks, Ronald Reagan.
they got access to condoms there
Where they have access to condoms?
in the street.
It depends, dude. They recently just put in Austin. They put what's the stuff? Narcan, a Narcan vending machine
and it's free. You can just get it whenever you want.
But I don't know how you access it.
Be like, are you dying?
I'm pretty sure
Prove
Narcan has
it.
to be kept cold. So it's like a little refrigerated box. You press, type some shit into.
They say like fire departments, like most of what they do is just delivering Narcan. They don't even put out fires anymore.
Well, it's the number one cause of death between certain ages is opioid
Probably right.
overdoses.
Sounds right.
Number one cause of death.
People be getting got.
How are people dying before? And how many people would there be if there wasn't these things that were just made by?
Seriously, how many people would there be right now?
Is it a population control thing made by the government? Who knows? Find out next week. Play the music.
Seriously, right?
Look at this hero here on the website.
Jack's onto something. He's a smart man.
Do you see this shit? This guy just is realizing he saved somebody. This is Narcan's advertisement. He's saying, "Oh my god, I'm having
It's apparently incredibly effective. I think they just have to. It's like a nasal thing, right?
be the one before 911."
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's what they say. Like anyone can administer it. You don't have to inject anybody. You don't have to.
Neil says the cherry flavor is the best.
From the vending machine, dude. Oh man.
You ever try that shit when you're not ODing, dude?
Neil also
fucking
says
crazy.
Neil also says I'm required by law to have my lights all turned off for trick or treaters. It's a long story. I don't want to get into it.
You better shut your mouth wide open, Neil.
Shut the fuck up, Neil. You're gonna take our jobs.
What flavor Narcan would you guys like? That's also from Neil.
Can we get a mango?
Yeah, if you're gonna be sniffing it, I want to be like, imagine I'm on a tropical island just in case I do die. It doesn't work. I want to be like, I'm on the beach.
Remember Flonase?
Pina colada.
I'd be like, Mom, my allergies are acting up. Give me my Flonase before school.
That had a nice feel to it, like the in the nose, like
It tasted like
medication.
ink. But after that shit, I was juiced up for at least an
hell
hour.
yeah.
I was
That's
juiced the
true.
fuck up. I'd go into school being like, "Yeah, let's go.
Oh, is that cocaine, Mike? You sure?
Flonase. What was in that shit?
Yeah.
I do not know. Maybe my mom put liquid coke in there so I would learn something and not go to sleep. Oh, Flonase. They still got it. That's the stuff right
What's
there.
the stuff that people do get addicted to? The nasal stuff. It's like over the counter, I think, right?
Cocaine.
no, like over the counter nasal spray that people get addicted to. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Cocaine, weed.
But I
Been
used to
mixing up
love
since the
the
80s.
medication that you sprayed in your nose as a kid. I thought it felt pretty good.
I had to take isotonics. But what were you asking? I might be able to provide insight.
it doesn't matter.
This shit was supposed to help my cholesterol as a kid because I had weird cholesterol levels.
High cholesterol as a child?
Supports
You
production of
little fat-
nitric oxide for blood pressure support.
You little fat fuck.
Maybe I had bad blood pressure as a kid.
Yeah, for
I was
being a
fat.
fuck.
You're fat, man. I'm only a kid. I can't be fat. Well, you are. That's pretty much how I felt. I was like, what do you mean? It was like I had the opposite of body dysmorphia then. I was like, you're telling me I'm fat? I'm like, no.
I saw
I'm not fat.
I saw the fattest kid ever at the gas station today. He was like waddling like a penguin.
Damn.
And I was just like sad as fuck.
Did he look
He
like
ain't
this
fat.
kid?
Huh?
Did he look like this kid?
Oh, he hits dingers.
Hi, my name's Alfred D'Elia. At home, they call me Big Al, and I hit dingers.
Yes. I love that kid.
See, there are some fat baseball players too in the major leagues. Sometimes I'm looking at him like, oh my god.
Like, what's his name? Sabathia or whatever.
Oh, and that's a pitcher too. Yeah, type in CC Sabathia.
Yeah,
that guy
yeah.
is fat.
He's on there. He's number 3 on the list.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I almost was scared I was saying his name wrong, so I kind of trailed off there, but I got it right.
Yeah, he was fat, man.
This man's
All he had
last
to do
name
was
is Colin.
Stand there and throw that ball hard.
But
He's not a
275
lefty,
is
is he?
not that fat.
Could be.
If he's a lefty, that's all you got to be a fucking pitcher.
This man's name is Jumbo Brown. CC Sabathia is number 2 at 300, and then Walter Young is 320.
300?
He played for the Baltimore Orioles. Walter
Wow.
Young.
What years? I don't even know that.
He played for the Baltimore
It is
Orioles in
so-
2005.
It is so hard to keep track of baseball players. I can't do it.
I did Walter.
There's so many.
I can't do it.
They're in the minors. They're in the majors. They're
He's not
back and
that
forth,
fat.
back and
Like they
forth.
play for them in the spring training, and they go.
That's
to the
him?
Short.
Bro, he's just a big dude. He's not fat.
And he's not fat.
He's
at
a
all.
modern player.
He just happens to weigh
2005.
325 pounds because he's a fucking man.
I mean, he puts a crack into that baseball.
His shoulders are as far as apart from my knee to my shoulder.
Dude, when you're a human being with a gift of being like a giant, that's cool. Unless it's hurting your heart or something.
Look up Francis Ngannou.
Yeah, how tall is he? I wonder.
He's
He's not. He's not like basketball player tall, but he's just huge.
6'11".
Is he really 6'11"?
That's tall.
He triggers my fight or flight. Like run.
I don't believe he's 6'11".
He will
That's
fuck
tall.
you up in a
That
fucking
is
fight.
Tall. He would look crazy.
And
in the
remember
octagon.
in Jackass, we're like, we're gonna get you punched. It's gonna be like a middleweight or whatever. And then if he
It's
showed
him.
up, I would be like, no,
No.
he cannot touch me.
Well, dude,
It's
we
not
know
funny.
that ref is big. That ref is a big boy. Look, he's towering over him.
And he has the strongest punch ever recorded by a human on those. Like, remember?
That's why that
Rocky 3 or whatever.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
punches that thing, the Russian.
Yep.
Is Rocky 3 the Russian?
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, and he punches that thing, and it's like,
He breaks
Francis
it.
has the
What's
hardest one. That makes
New
sense.
high score? Did I break it?
No,
That's
it was probably one of those punching bags at the arcades. You know what I mean? It's probably one of those. He got his name up there.
what else was he in recently? Francis Ngannou that I saw. It was like a commercial or something, and he just like, he's too scary to be in this. It was just
Man.
a commercial, I think, but he's just
For a while there, I think there were 3 UFC champions from the same place. Nigeria. They're all from Nigeria, right?
he from Nigeria?
Stylebender. Yeah, he's from Nigeria.
Stylebender is from Nigeria by lineage. I'm pretty sure he was born in.
New Zealand
New
or something like that. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
That's why he sounds the way he does.
Oh, and then there was the Nigerian Nightmare. What's his
Nigerian,
name?
New Zealand mixed
What's his
martial
name?
I forget his
It's
name
okay, I
right
don't
now.
remember his
He
name.
just got knocked out. That guy.
Okay.
Wow, I'm gonna try to say Israel Adesanya's whole name real quick, and then I think we're at our time, unless we're just fucking rolling with it because the people love it.
I can't wait till Israel Adesanya comes out of the closet. It's gonna be fucking awesome.
Israel Mobalaji
He's the Lil Nas
Odanyayo Oluwafayemi Tamitio Owalabi Adesanya. He's got.
Imagine if him and Lil Nas
Four
X were in a
minutes.
relationship. That would be the best thing ever.
They would have the cutest babies, bro.
Mike, we're gonna talk about this later.
You could actually get a procedure done when you maybe have a baby, man.
But yeah, we gotta start. I gotta start airing my bits on here, and you help me punch them up.
You
Oh,
remind
cool.
me of
Hell
my
yeah.
bits.
Can
Oh.
we do that? Can we
yeah.
be a bit factory for Jack? So,
Well, I thought
so we
he
can
would-
do open mics.
I thought he meant
Crush?
bits from his childhood, not like his new material.
That sounds fun.
Let's
as
do
fuck.
both.
Because
Let's do
something
both.
just reminded me of one that I had, but I can't remember what it was. It was something about Texas laws.
We can do that. We can start doing that.
Texas laws are awesome, I think. From what I've
I
heard.
had one. I don't have it. I don't have it written down, but it was one like about how when you're in Texas, somebody always be like, "Well, you know, it's actually illegal to do this," but like it was about burning your neighbor's house down or something.
Arson? Arson?
It's like, you know, arson's technically legal if you do it before 7:30 a.m. on Sunday because it's Christ's Day.
Is there stuff like that? Because
There's stupid ass laws in Texas.
most people don't know that though. You know what I mean? So it's like
Arson legal in Texas. The feds will be at my house in a week.
No, that was
Arson is taken very seriously in Texas, actually, Jack, especially since arson is risk hunting others in the process.
Especially if you're stealing another man's horse.
Most cases are considered a second-degree felony, which can result in 2 to 20 years in prison.
it's probably a regional bit. Probably do good in Texas.
I just opened my notes for the first time since I updated my phone, and they're all organized by like.
Damn iPhone.
Jack's got some bits. You just got to spread his wings and fly and get the bits.
Pull some up.
I want to get my girlfriend up on stage. I feel like she could be a good stand-up. She got good funny bits.
That's right
sometimes.
for her.
Yeah.
She got some bits?
She's been funny before, man.
Should she be our first guest?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Could be cool. Are we going to have a guest? Can
Eventually we'll get a
handle the
guest.
guests? I think we're actually almost there to where I don't have to run. Like maybe, can you do 5? Can you have can the laptop be in the middle? Like a widescreen middle?
Yeah, the thing is, we're gonna have to redo and put someone
Everything?
here and do 4, and then we'll figure it out.
Oh, I got ants in my pants, man.
We can always do a Zoomy guest too,
Zoomies is what my dog gets.
but no one likes that, honestly. People like in studio guests, or at least I do when I'm watching a pod.
In stew is the best.
Oh,
People
Neil-
want to see a new face.
Real quick before we leave, Neil wants to know, how did you celebrate 9/11?
I read my favorite book. You know what it's called?
Something about sex. What was that called?
Oh yeah,
No, I'm not going to say it.
Magic of Sex.
Magic of Sex.
I had a really bad joke lined up that would have been funny, maybe elsewhere, but we're not going to do
The
it.
Quran.
That's actually better than what I said.
Do you remember?
I watched Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg smoke
I got a
weed.
bit about every time I ask my girlfriend where she wants me to come, she's begging for me to come on her face, but it really just means, please, 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 for the love of God, don't come inside me because I don't want your children.
There's an angle there. There's an angle there. Hell yeah.
That's
yeah.
that's
Anything but my pussy.
Yeah.
Anything but my pussy, please.
what she's really saying. What is it? What you're really saying is it a song? It fleets me right now, but there's some kind of lyric out there. When you say this, I know what you're really saying, and it's not.
This is weird. I'm pretty sure my notes used to be arranged in a different way.
iOS, new iOS. Fuck you.
Actually, our first guest should be a local stand-up.
We
do you
keep
say?
talking about that, but who's got the talent? Who's
I don't
got
like any of them. I want to talk
Who's
shit.
got the skill? Who got the talent?
It's true. It's true.
They're always
one here that
traveling
says-
around and doing stuff.
Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, sometimes it rains. I told you that before. It's a baseball saying.
Oh, yeah.
That's not your material.
I know. That doesn't have to do anything. I'm just looking at my notes.
Oh, just notes. These
My
are just
uterus
notes.
is coming to it's gonna burst. I have to use the bathroom.
His uterus is going to burst, y'all.
Yeah. If you don't have a uterus, then you don't have an opinion on the matter.
I guess today we'll just do the cum face bit and we'll punch that up. We'll think about it. We'll come back next week.
Yep.
But I got something else in here somewhere.
Play the music, because I gotta write us out. I had to pee. I am the best. You know who I am. I am Michael Toll. I'm the best.
That concludes
Fuck you.
Mike Week.
Eat my shit. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Thank you. I think tonight was the most productive night we've had. It's been really good. Episode
bad.
4. That makes a clean month of episodage. Every time you guys watch us, it makes me so happy inside, and I appreciate it, and I love you, and I want you all to have a great end of your summer. I think we got like 3 days left before fall hits. Days are getting shorter, the nights grow longer, and I hate it. You make kids all cold and stuff. Don't get depressed.